At St. Charles Community College, you're not just a number, you're number one. Whether you're 18 or 38, St. Charles Community College can get you an education that works for you. We offer flexible and convenient classes, meeting our students wherever they are in life. Welcome to teachers who know you. Welcome to St. Charles Community College. Spring enrollment is now open. Apply today at stchas.edu/apply.
Okay, let's see. Hopefully this shit works. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. We shall find out here in a second. I don't know. First time using a headset in a very, very, very long time. Properties. Cancel. Mixer. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. Hello.
It did get really quiet in here.
It did. I went to go to the bathroom and no one's talking, and then I realized I have everything routed to a headset now. And then I came back and still no one's talking. Like, what the fuck?
Sorry, I
Well,
was just
it's not
checking
cool.
over some parts for new PC build.
Another one?
I'll send you the link to it. Tell me what you think.
Ooh, Hoard.
What?
What are you considering building?
Well, I'm looking at building a
As soon
new
as Kanala gets
main
here,
computer.
we will be
which,
getting
hey
ready
Chad,
to go.
you've seen my computers before. This
Have
one's
I?
bigger than my old computer.
Let it land on Corvo.
No. So far, my
Do
build's
some
up to
Phantom dice.
8.
Gross.
He has no life.
I work and I sleep.
Pretty much.
Well, okay,
That's fair.
I sleep. I play D&D.
That's fair. Yeah, no, my last computer build was a mini ITX build that I'm using right now. I quite
Ew.
like it.
It's so little.
I went from a giant tower that my SO was yelling at me about, and moved to a mini ITX, and was like, I love this.
But I like the big ones. I like big things. Giggity.
Giggity, yeah.
I got really quiet again.
Well, my first build was
where's the last guy at? I know
have you
he's
ever seen a
around.
Cooler Master Cosmos 2 case?
Maybe.
You mean that giant ass thing that just kind of that I was wondering why anyone would.
Oh, he would buy it just
Because I can store 13 hard drives in that thing. I used to use it for pulling data when I was going to college.
I mean, technically, I
I went
can.
through college.
I can technically store like 10 in mine, even though I pulled it out and put in a fan instead.
No, I mean without pulling fans, that's what I can store in mine.
Yeah, this giant thing.
Guess who's back?
Oh,
Welcome back.
Back again.
Thanks for the warning. I'm just kidding. Miss you.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
Missed you. Mean it. And he is finally here, our last player of the night. Yeah. About damn time.
Updating.
It'd be nice to finally stream again. I
Oh,
haven't
sorry.
streamed in like
It's
2
now up to
weeks.
9.
What's up to 9?
New computer build.
Alright.
$9.
Wait.
No.
Are we talking 100 or 1,000?
1,000.
1,000, because it's him. It's Kyle. That's all he does.
Look,
He has no life.
why? What are you putting in this thing? Is this gonna be like the hard tubing water cooled beast of grossness?
Let me start listing off just the parts. A Threadripper 2990, 3 GHz 32 core processor.
Why?
Custom radiator and water block setup with a dual loop. 128 gigs of RAM. Ooh, gonna have to bump up the hard drive space, but right now a 1 terabyte NVMe drive, a 2080 Ti, Cosmos 2 in white, a 1600 watt power supply, Blu-ray burner. Yeah,
But why do you need all this stuff? Because all you do is play video games.
building
What
a
are-
rendering server.
Okay,
Another-
if you're rendering, then I'm like cool. But I was like, if you're just
Why?
playing video games, I'm like, this is a colossal waste of
No,
money.
he would
Sorry,
do
No,
that.
for that
It wouldn't
I've got
surprise
a
me.
different. No, for gaming I've got a $1,500 system that works fine.
James, are you in yet? Senior James.
No, this is basically a rendering server slash just.
Where's
something
our
I
last
can
player
use
at?
for running different, like 7 Days to Die and different servers off of without having to run a client off the same
Okay.
system.
Nice.
I am here.
Yep.
I just managed to mute myself somehow.
And without paying for a 7 Days to Die dedicated server as well. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I can build it myself, why the hell wouldn't I?
That's fair.
That's a good point.
Yeah, my friend and I pay for a dedicated server to use. We could use some more 7 Days to Die players, so if people want to join us, you're more than welcome to.
What version?
A18, the newest one, essentially.
Do some fantasy dice just to fuck with them.
What are your, or what play styles do you guys use?
We play on Insane as far as like difficulty goes, and we use 45-minute days.
Nice.
Oh yeah, they're on this
Yeah, we were doing Insane with 30-minute days, and I'm just like, nope, I can't do this. This is too much risk.
Yeah.
Shit. I completely forgot where we were.
I was playing on a just a little 2-person server, and we had basically someone take care of the
Yeah,
base, and
Baldur's
then
Gate.
someone specializing in killing everything. But
Yeah,
then
yeah,
when they
okay.
changed out the perks, it kind of fucked that up.
Yeah, your intellect player just feels useless in A18 if that's all they do.
Yeah.
So, Chad, have you heard from Jedi at all?
No, I haven't heard from him in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, we're kind of concerned. I mean, all the guys that we played PF2 with as well, he's not spoke to any.
Oh man, might be because of holiday and stuff, but still,
I hope so. I hope nothing's happened to him.
yeah. But
He wasn't very well, was he, when he was going?
last time I talked to him, he was sick, but no, he was just getting over a sickness, and his like whole family was coming in or some shit. So that's what I'm hoping that you know, just his family and he's spending time with them because he's old and a grandpa.
Wait, how old is he?
Like 48.
Oh, that's not old. Jesus.
Yeah, Chad's just a babby.
Older than me.
I mean, Rob is like in his 60s.
I know. I mean, well, even like Croslow and Danny are in their like 54 and 53, I believe.
Yeah, they're both in the 50s, yeah.
Yeah, fucking old
Yeah,
balls.
I didn't realize Danny was that old, by the way.
He doesn't
I was
sound it,
just
does he?
Well,
holy fuck.
I knew he was because he paid for half of Descent, the module, and he sent me the money in PayPal, and it has his picture on there. It's like an old bald guy. It's like, oh, he's old.
He doesn't sound it, though, does he? He sounds only like in his 30s.
Yeah. But alright, so last week, you guys got to Baldur's Gate, and we're getting ready for a tourney, and met up with some people.
I thought it was an Elturel.
Are you in El Toril? No, I thought you got down at Baldur's Gate.
No, we're in El Toro.
Are you in
We're
El
in
Toril
El
still? Okay. Oh yeah, because the dudes are telling. Oh yeah, because Anthar was telling you to go down to Baldur's Gate the next day in a ship. That's right. So yeah, he met a nice little racist shopkeep.
I still apologize for nothing. The guy's an asshole.
He
A
is an
racist
asshole.
shopkeep who loves turtles, apparently.
Yes.
He loves a specific turtle that's getting quite curious.
Well, he did give you a nice weapon too.
Oh, he lent me a nice weapon.
True.
I've also made that weapon my pack weapon temporary,
Okay.
since I asked him and he was okay with it. As long as he got it back in the state it came in, he's happy.
Yes. And then yeah, they let you roam free, and I believe you came here to rest and get some drinks and whatnot. That's where we stopped.
Yeah, did we did some shopping. Did we actually do our long rest after that?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Cause I know that I didn't use any spells or anything because I was unconscious for that fight on the way, so yeah.
That was fun. Ambushed. But yeah, I would say now it's dawn of the second day. You got some time to kill.
Well, Mara will have gone to register for the tour.
Yeah, you already did that yesterday. That was like the
Okay.
first thing you did.
Okay, I
Yeah,
don't
you-
remember this. This is like ages.
Yeah, you missed the whole thing with Helm getting like I guess they tried to go into the one shopkeep. He was ignorant to him, so then he said fuck this and went to the other shopkeep. And I believe that guy was ignorant to him too, and then they went back to the
Then he went
first
to his
one.
temple,
Yeah, then he went to his temple, and then
and they smited him.
he came back here, and then y'all went to the shopkeep, the last time because Amthar gave you like a little token, and he said he would give you guys a nice little discount.
Yes, and he is holding on to a Staff of the Woodlands for me. I've
He
not
is.
forgotten.
Yes.
Damn overpowered druid stuff.
To be fair, it's the only staff in the game that really matters for
It
druids.
really is. It's not like it's a rod with 6 buttons on there.
Fair enough. Anywho, Snaps is going to wake up. He's going to do his morning rituals, and his main goal for the day is to A, get on the ship for Baldur's Gate, and B, watch the tournament. I'm also going to throw 20 gold on... Oh god, this is difficult. I'm gonna hedge my bets. I'm gonna put 10 gold on Meryl and 10 gold on Gemna
Okay.
for this tournament. So let's see
Well,
what happens.
I've got guest passes for everyone. Did anyone else manage to secure an invite?
They did not. You'd have to give them passes.
Well, I've got them the guest passes anyway.
And as you guys are waking up and having like breakfast or whatever, Jenna comes up to Marilyn, and she's like, "Did you hear what happened last night?
What happened, Jamna?
Somebody burned down the gladiator pit. They're moving it down to Waterdeep.
They did what?
They burnt the hut, the pit."
Low life scum.
Out of character, I planned on building a nice little fight for tonight, but I slept till like an hour before and I just didn't have time.
No worries, man.
That's fine. I'll keep my 20 gold then.
and so yeah, she's like they're moving it to Waterdeep. It's gonna be in a couple months.
I swear. If I find out, have you got any leads who did it?
No. Shit.
Useless town guard.
I know, right? It's the same people who mess with the shopkeep as the rumor. As Helm's just sitting there, munching away, or just sitting there.
So, Maril is going to go back to the shopkeep and explain what's happened to him and see what he wants to do about the equipment. If he wishes to loan it him for the period until the tournament.
No, because I'm gonna end up going to the tournament as well. So I'll need it back, and I'll give it to you again, just in case something happens to you beforehand.
Well, it's currently bound to me, and I do believe I need to finish another long rest before I can get it. I do apologize, shopkeep. This is most unfortunate.
Well, I'll have. Where are you going from here?
We're taking a ship to Baldur's Gate.
Okay, I got a cousin down there. His name's Pete. Just give it to him.
Okay. You have my word.
Good.
And if a man's word is worth his soul, then I have plenty of words.
Okay. Gemna's not very happy right now because she wanted to fight.
Gemna, care to spar?
I don't think you're ready.
I don't care. Non-violent combat. Come on.
Non-violent?
Less so for old time's sake. We've met many times in the arena before.
Non-violent?
Well, non-lethal.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna need to get some beauty rest. maybe before we fight in a couple months.
Well, it's just a friendly bet.
Oh, I don't want you to embarrass yourself in front of your new friends.
You've beaten me many times before, but it just encourages me to get better.
I don't want you to soil yourself.
Yes, well, my name isn't Figellin.
Plus, I've learned some new abilities.
I'm not surprised. I expect nothing less of my greatest rival. But so have I. And Merrill holds his hand out, and the sword appears in front of him. Very prominent, large, glowing purple with tentacles coming.
Oh, that's very pretty.
Well, sell your soul to a demon. It does have its benefit.
Well, if you insist.
Like I say, a few rounds of combat, nothing lethal. Gladiators on it.
Okay. And she's like, well, let me shed off my skin here really quick, and she'll transform.
Ah, your true form once again, Jamna. Such a pretty.
Well, let's take this outside.
What does she transform into?
I don't know.
Guys, you may need to come pick me up in 5 minutes. I mean, literally pick me up off the floor.
I'm just gonna watch.
Nah, I'm just gonna walk outside and yeah. Like,
She's incredibly powerful, but I always enjoy sparring with her.
Well,
Yeah.
like they say, ladies first. So go ahead there, Meryl.
I'm gonna prep spare the dying.
How about you take your best hit against my best hit?
Well, we know what's going to happen, but it's all for fun. Oh, fuck.
And she'll just point at you, and this little cloud of energy comes coursing out through her fingers and wraps itself around you.
Oh, this is one I haven't seen before, Jamna.
And she starts laughing. She's like, as she comes and picks you up, and she's like, "Well, I did try to warn you."
Oh, I expected it, but still, it was fun, was it not? Mara takes Jamna's hand and pulls himself up.
And then she'll transform back into her little short self.
Invigorating as always. I do love our spot. I see you haven't lost your touch.
Not yet.
And Mara's gonna walk up to her, shake her hand, and just nod at her. In resp-
Until we get to Waterdeep, I will see you then.
Indeed. Goodbye, friend.
And she walks away.
The Gillen will walk over to Maril and ask, "What exactly is she?"
You do not want to know. She is far more powerful than demons, far more powerful than angels. She is almost a god.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that as an exaggeration. I'll find out on my own, I suppose, eventually.
I will guarantee you that any tournament she enters, she will win. Well, I say she very loosely. She's more of an ethereal creature.
I'm gonna pick up Marrow and start walking toward the temple.
I'm fine, don't worry. It was a non-lethal blow. She could have had my body in pieces if she wished. I just wanted her to expose her true form.
And you saw her true form.
Well, now that you've been handed your own ass, how about we get you patched up?
I'm fine. Only thing that hurts is my pride.
I think she healed him anyway. Whenever she
did.
picked him up off the ground.
Okay, you're still tagged as unconscious, that's why.
Yeah, she reached out and like basically just grabbed him, and he like went back to full health just from her grabbing him.
As I said, she's a powerful creature of both destruction and great healing. She's not one to be messed with. But
And yet
we've
she
become
weighs-
friends over the years.
And yet you waste your time with petty competitions of might.
She has ulterior motives.
Trying to find someone to beat her.
But she is not one to be trifled with. She's just somebody who's become an acquaintance over the years. Never beat her. Even before I got this, he just holds the sword up.
So why would you waste your time competing against?
Because it's fun. I live to fight and fight the strongest opponents in the land.
The strongest opponents in the world. And the world.
I would thought being a tiefling you'd understand how a pact works.
I can understand testing yourself against an opponent you actually stand a chance against, but not one that just destroys you by pointing at you.
Well, she's never been quite this powerful before.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I've had her toe to toe, but that is something completely new.
Yeah, she learns something new every day.
I've come close to beating her once, but she ran away. And the next time I saw her, she was a gnome. But
What was she before?
Well, he looks up and down at you. She likes the form of tieflings.
At least she has good taste.
She can take any form she wishes. Whether it's god, goddess, angel, demon. She could even take the form of Zariel herself.
Ew.
All that proves that she's a shapeshifter. Doesn't prove that she's a god herself.
Anyway, we should concentrate less on Jamna and, well, get into Baldur's Gate.
Agreed. We should probably head out soon.
Anyway,
Snaps is gonna be like, I can shapeshift too, and he will turn into I'm trying to think of what's half my level. He'll turn into a bear.
Shit, give me a second.
you haven't got the module loaded, have you?
No, I don't. I have something.
Yes, that's impressive, Snaps, but we are in the middle of a city, and I don't think many of these people are
Yeah, well,
familiar with wildlife such as that. You might cause a panic, he says as he looks around to see if anyone has noticed the now bear standing in the middle of the road.
I would think that Elturel is familiar with druidical magic.
Oh, you apparently have critically awesome because I can load the module.
It's an awesome module.
I don't have the druid one loaded though for some reason.
I can load the module though, so I guess it'll still do it. I don't know.
You've got to have DM do it though with the module.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted you all to see her true form since you were talking to her. If we ever meet her in battle, pray she's on our side.
It didn't even transform you.
Yeah, I think the extension does have to be loaded.
Yeah.
I was just trying.
I have it. Well, not the critical one, but I just didn't load it because for some reason I don't know why I didn't load it, even though we have a druid in the group.
Yeah. Well, you actually have to load it when you load the table.
Yeah, and I didn't.
It's no big deal. I'll mark off the wild shape. I am a bear currently.
Black bear, right?
A black bear, yes.
How are the guards reacting?
They looked over at Snaps and they saw him transform, and they just went back to their breakfast.
I thought just as much.
It's Elturel.
Yeah, there's magic everywhere.
Yeah, you guys still have a couple hours to kill before dusk happens.
Yeah. I'm out of money, so I can't shop. Can't really think of anything else. What about you guys?
I will revert back to my normal Tordrel self. Be like, that was wonderful. As far as what I'm going to do for the day, I mean, I'm out of money. There's no tournament anymore. I guess we might as well just make our way to the ships and wait.
Considering what I did to the shop, we should leave. Quickly.
And as you guys are sitting there talking, you see a large crowd start approaching you guys with the shopkeep in front, and they look pretty pissed off.
Maro's going to separate himself from the group, as he is quite friendly with the shopkeeper.
Snaps is going to do the same.
Wait.
And I'm
How far am I from a body of water?
You're like in the middle of the city, so pretty far.
I'm gonna start walking rather quickly towards towards like the harbor.
Snaps will turn to Bill and be like, I don't want to watch, and he's going to activate shell defense and pop into a
Gillen will walk to meet the crowd and raise his hand to see if he can stop them to talk.
Nice knowing you.
Yes, what do you want?
Where are you all heading in such a hurry?
We're looking for that stupid metal boy who tried to bar me into my own house or my own shop. And he's trying to destroy it.
He's gone to do business elsewhere, unfortunately. Could I persuade you to call this off? He'll be leaving the city a bit, very soon, anyways.
How soon?
Within the few hours.
And he looks over, he looks at Snaps in his shell, and he's like, what did you do to the Lord?
What? He just did that himself. We did nothing to him.
But he's in a shell, and where's he at? All I see is the shell.
He's a turtle.
He's hiding inside his shell because he saw a large crowd of angry people coming towards him.
We would never harm him.
Well, apparently he thought you would. Did you want to scare poor Snaps?
I would never do something like this.
Then you should probably walk away.
But that metal guy, it must pay.
Don't worry, I'll scold him for you.
He never shows his face in this city again.
The chances of us returning to the city are slim. We have a great adventure ahead of us.
Where are you going?
That is not your concern.
But we must know. We need payment.
Does McGillen still have that badge?
I don't know. Does he?
I don't think he gave it back, so he'll just raise it up and just like, it's none of your business.
Fine. If he ever comes near our city again, we have spies everywhere.
Oh, he will never come to this city again, trust me.
Have I made it to the harbor yet?
You're getting there. You're about halfway there. And from the shopkeep starts sniffing. He's like, "What the hell?" He's like, "Our shop's on fire!" And then they take off running.
That better not have been Helm. Gillen will say to himself as he moves back towards Snaps and knocks on his shell. You can come out now, they've left.
Maro looks over at Bigellin and just whispers, "Prestidigitation."
Ah. Clever.
And Helm, yeah, you can see the harbor now.
Great. How far is it to the opposite shore?
All you see is water. But if I remember correctly, let me look.
Then I'm just gonna wait right by the edge, so that way, if an angry group appears, I don't need to breathe. I'll just jump underwater.
The Gillen will just start knocking on his Snap shell with the end of his glaive. You can come out now already.
Oh, sorry. It's very comforting inside.
I'm sure it is, but they're gone now.
I see that. Are we off to the harbor then?
Yes, we should probably collect Helm and make sure he doesn't get himself in any more trouble.
We need to get him out of the city.
Yes, but we're going to be leaving soon enough as it is. So, I guess with that, the Gillen will go try and find Helm.
You can follow his smell. Now, I believe Helm. Did you tell Scath or Vigellin where you were going, or did you just like walk off?
Nope, I just started walking away.
Nice. Yeah, it takes you, I'd say, like about 2 hours because the city's massive and you don't know exactly where he went, but eventually you find him in the harbor right when it's starting to get dusk.
Helm, you might want to keep a low profile while we're still here and never come back to this city.
Shopkeep still pissed?
Yeah, he's thinking about lynching you.
Well, do you read Dwarvish?
One second, dude. Yes, he does.
Oh, well, I may have put a seal on his entire shop using the metal from his hinges. He was an ass. He deserved it.
Do you have a cloak or something that you can cover yourself with for the time being?
I don't think he really cared.
There's a harbor right there.
You're gonna. I'm not dragging you out of the harbor, so you're gonna walk all the way back to shore.
Well, I don't really age and don't need to breathe, so why not?
Yeah, but we have a ship to catch, and how long will it take you to actually walk around the harbor to a place where you can get out of the water?
Well, at that point, I can just stay under the ship.
But Gillen's just gonna shake his head and stop arguing with Helm.
It's Helm. And you see some unsavory characters come up to you and like, you the four. They're supposed to come on my ship down to Baldur's Gate.
That sounds to be accurate.
Get on.
Come on, Helm.
There's apparently an angry mob heading this way, so the sooner we leave, the better.
I agree. Let's go.
Snaps is gonna think, are we sure this is the right ship? And just follow the rest of the party, guys.
Well, what other ship would be ready preparing for us?
A ship full of an angry mob.
Yeah, but at this point, I don't care if they tear him apart.
Did we get a name of the captain of the ship from the people we were supposed to, from the people that we chatted with?
You did not.
Gross. Okay, cool.
You never asked.
Do Do I trust that this was the ship we're supposed
Could I do an insight check to see?
Yeah, Vigalin, you can. Yeah, it appears to be the ship you're supposed to get on.
Yeah. Good enough for Galen. He'll just follow them.
Meryl, you're not 100% sure, but as far as you know.
I'm going to get on the ship and keep my packed blade in my hand.
Snaps will follow.
I'm gonna climb on the ship.
All right, and this
Helm, why don't you go below deck for the time being?
and Captain's like, all right, let's push off. And you guys look, still standing up on deck, and you see this angry mob start running with like pitchforks and arrows and fire, and they're like, get up. And but
Are they on the ship?
oh no, they're running towards the ship.
Has the ship cast off?
It has. And unfortunately, the guys start shooting some arrows, but the ship just gets out of the harbor too quickly.
Helm,
I'm sure.
if they had
I'm
actually
sure.
gotten a Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Helm, if they had actually gotten a hold of you and torn you apart, could we have actually put you back together?
You know, honestly, not certain. Suppose if you prayed to Murden, maybe.
You
I
might
have
want to
no
find.
idea.
Yeah, you might want to find that out too, because I have a feeling this is going to be a common occurrence with you.
Probably.
But yeah, you start traveling, and the trip down there is about 3 days, and it's pretty uneventful. I mean, you guys kind of pissed about and drink and stuff, but yeah,
No sea monsters?
no sea monsters. That's a nice little ride float down there.
Here's me expecting a kraken.
Do we see any interesting fish?
No. I mean, you see your standard, whatever's out there, but it's just a river.
Okay, so, but I do see a couple of fish.
Yes.
Perfect. Just curious. It's for wild shaping purposes later.
Huh. Yeah, you see like mackerel and little fishies.
Magikarps.
Yeah, little magikarps, the little fishies that whales like to eat and stuff like that.
Plankton.
Yeah, that word.
You can,
Wonderful.
you can wild shape into a plankton if you want.
Yes. But yeah, you guys get down to Baldur's Gate, and if you've never been to Baldur's Gate, it's kind of like El Trell, but it's a little more devious feeling to it.
It's a bit more scummy.
Yeah, a little bit more scummy.
Keep your weapon in your hand at all time.
Where El Trell was nice and pretty, Baldur's Gate's more like run down.
But Galen will turn to one of the, I guess, sailors and just ask, what are any racist traits in this town? Maybe ones that don't like tieflings or warforged?
Oh, I don't know about Warforged because they're kind of like unnatural, but tieflings, we got them everywhere down here.
You don't think we'll run into similar problems here as we did with the back where we left?
I don't know who you pissed off down there, so I would just keep your eye out.
Just some people that didn't quite care for warforges, and our friend didn't exactly. I mean, make the situation better.
Yeah, just be careful out there and keep your wits about you, and I think you'll be fine. You shouldn't
thank
be
you.
here too long.
Appreciate it. I give him a gold coin.
Ah, thank you, kind sir.
He just walks away.
Then you guys get tied up to the whatchamacallit, the dock. You guys dock with the ship, and yeah, you start getting off, and this little human comes running up, and he's like, "From sent you, right?"
Correct. And who might you be?
My name's Akin. I operate one of the businesses around here. I know you guys are trying to infiltrate some little cultist group, right?
You know well then.
Yeah. Well, they're starting to pack up. We got a nice about a 50 train or a 50 wagon convoy getting ready to head out. And I believe some of them are cultists. They're trying to blend in.
Very
Maybe we
informative,
should.
little fella.
Maybe we should try and get hired on as guards for the caravan.
All right.
Before we do anything, I need to ask a favor of you.
What's that?
Do you know of a blacksmith named Pete?
I know Pete, and I know his brother Repeat.
I need to visit Pete before I go.
Oh, he's on the opposite side, but is there anything you need? I might be able to help you out.
Well, this is his brother's sword, which he loaned me, and I promised I'd pass it to him
Oh, I can take it
when
to
I
him.
got to Boulder.
I can take it to him.
Do I trust him?
Roll check. Yeah, you trust him.
Okay, I'll hand him the sword.
All right. He's like, yeah, I can get it to him. It's like completely on the opposite side of town, and you guys are kind of in a hurry to get on.
Well, as you can see, it's a very fine sword with very intricate design, and I gave my word that he would get this to his...
Oh, I'll make sure he gets it.
Thank you. What's this guy's name again?
Akin, Ackyn.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like, if you follow me, we can try to get you hired on.
All right, I will follow.
Lead the way.
All right, so you let's see. Do I have a map? Let me look. Give me a second. I'm gonna load a map here. Hey, there's the map.
That map looks familiar.
Yeah. So right here, that's basically where you guys docked. And he's going to lead you basically over to the outer city, which is way up to your northwest. So it takes you, you pass some guards and some unsavory characters, but eventually you get up there.
Is anybody looking at Vigellen, Snaps, Helm, or myself in like malicious?
Roll a perception. You see a couple people here and there looking at you, so does Helm. But, Helm, you get a couple disgusting looks, but, other than that, it's, pretty uneventful.
Are they just not liking him because he's unnatural?
Exactly. Like, there's, like, never really kind of seen his kind before. And Vigellin, you see a couple people looking over at you, but nothing too particular.
Snap's being worshipped.
No one even pays attention to Snaps. And you get you're passing some people. They're carrying, like, because these streets are pretty narrow, and so you see a bunch of people essentially like carrying like covered wagons, like on their shoulders, trying to get it up to where you're heading. And eventually, you get to that outer gate, and you see a bunch of wagons getting assembled and guards hanging around, and essentially a bunch of people getting ready for a massive caravan heading for Waterdeep.
Vigillin will. I'll try and see who looks to be in charge of the guards. What would that be? An investigation check?
Yes.
That sucks. I gotta do something with my intelligence in this.
You kind of see a couple people wearing like black robes and black masks, and they kind of are pointing and kind of seem like they're telling people where to go and what to do.
Vigillin will make his way over to them. Hail. Me and my group are looking for employment as guards. Do you need any?
We can always use guards.
What's your going rate?
Oh, it depends on what your worth is.
What do you assume our worth is?
Let's see. There's actually a table for this. Roll a persuasion or an athletics check, whichever you wish.
Everyone or just Vigellin?
Whoever is trying to get hired on.
So we're rolling what, sorry?
Either strength or either persuasion or athletics. Vigellin, they said they will hire you on as a basic guard for 5 gold every 10 day, plus food and living expenses.
That seems kind of low. Surely you can do a little bit better than that.
Merrill, let's see. Merrill, they actually want to hire you on as a bodyguard for a merchant. You get 10 gold per 10 day, plus your food and living expenses. Helm, the same thing. But Mr. Snaps, no one's really interested in hiring you, but you can tag along as a traveler. Sometimes, a guard might die or quit, and you might be able to get hired on then.
That's fine. I have no interest in really fighting. I'd really just like to go along and see the people.
Okay. So, Helm and Merrill, do you want to be bodyguards?
I accept.
Yep.
Alright, so that guard will toss each of you a pouch containing 60 gold. If you just want to add that onto your inventory.
Containing what? Sorry, you broke up.
60 gold.
Fines fee.
Yeah, well, it's your money. And then look at little Vigellin, and he's like, "Well, do you wanna be a little guard? You might have to clean out a latrine here and there."
Vigellin's just gonna look somewhat disgusted, and then look over at Morel and Helm. Fine.
Okay, and he'll pull out his little satch or another little satchel and toss you a bag containing 30 gold. Right. Everything has a price.
So, who are we to guard?
Oh, and he'll point over to a short, squat-looking little gnome and says, "See that guy over there? You protect him with your life."
Right. Meryl's going to walk up to the guy and introduce himself.
Are you my guard?
Meryl holds his hand out. His great big sword appears, puts it on his back, and nods.
He tosses you a little fanny pack and says, "Good. Put this in my wagon."
I, Sorry, Chad, you do keep cutting short.
Oh, he says, he tosses you a little fanny pack and says, "Put this in my wagon."
I take it off him and put it in the wagon.
Good.
I've been told to guard you with my life. Kind of curious what makes you so important, but job's a job.
Oh, that's not for you to worry about, now is it, Mr. Bodyguard?
Fine, get in your carriage, merchant. I will walk alongside.
The train isn't seeming that bad right now.
I'm gonna just kind of walk like behind that particular wagon.
Are we guarding the same person?
Yes. And give me a second. I gotta find this person.
It's best not be Janmer again.
I'm gonna look at Vigilin and be very glad I can't smell.
I'm gonna look over at Helm and just give him a glancing smile.
Fuck. Where the hell is it? If I can fucking find him. Everything has a price. Lasvius Longnose. Look him up. Okay, so Snaps, you see a human with a abnormally large nose comes up to you, and he's looking you over. And he says, that staff you got, can I buy it from you?"
You mean my regular like, is he actually just talking about my, like, very dingy looking kind of mushroom covered regular quarterstaff?
Yes.
How much are you trying to buy it for?
I'll give you 10 silver.
I have no need to sell my staff right now. It's kind of useful for...
Oh, come on.
I don't think I can take the deal. There's no need for it.
Fine. Then he'll walk off, and they're like, "All right, let's." You see the caravan start leaving, and the basically this trip, like they would have told you this beforehand, it's about 750 miles from here to Waterdeep, so it's going to take roughly 2 months.
Roughly how long?
2 months. Sorry, I don't know why I keep cutting in and out. Yeah, it's a 2 month long journey.
That's a lot of fighting.
Potentially, yeah. And yeah, so this first day, you're heading out is still pretty early in the morning, but you get closer to the afternoon, and Snaps, this guy will come back up to you, and he's like, "Come on, man, I'll give you 12 silver for your staff."
Why are you so interested in this very run-of-the-mill quarterstaff? There's nothing special about it.
Well, I've never seen one of your kind before, and you're holding a wooden staff, and I kind of want it, but I'll buy it from you. Just give it
Check
to me.
something
Just give it to me.
Am I anywhere near Snaps with this happening?
I believe he said he was prowling behind you.
I'm gonna look over at the guy trying to buy his staff and just growl at him.
Whoa, man, come on. You don't gotta do any of that. I just want the staff.
Leave him alone.
I'm gonna start walking over towards Snaps and kind of limber up, kind of drop my mace to the ready position.
As you do that, the guy you're hired on to protect, he pokes his head out the door and he's like, "You two, what are you doing?"
If this guy doesn't back away from our friend, he's gonna lose his head.
See to your charge. I've got this handled. It's no problem.
Well, are you hired on to protect him, or you hired on to protect me? Leave him alone.
I'm just gonna look at the guy. I was hired on to protect you. Not your things, not your wagon. You're alive.
Gillen's seeing this starting to take place is gonna walk over, just, guys, go back to what you were hired to do. I'll deal with this. We don't want to raise suspicion.
I'm not really bothered by it. I'm more concerned as to just why he wants to buy my staff. It's not really special. You can find one anywhere. If it's really that important to you, though, and you're willing to purchase it, I don't.
I just shared a map, just to show your travels. So you're starting off in Baldur's Gate. But yeah, go ahead.
Is there anyone on this caravan who might be able to sell me another if I do sell you this one?
Oh, hell if I know. I just want the staff.
Gillen's gonna turn to this. You said it was just what was he, a human?
Yes, with a very large nose.
He'll just turn to him. He doesn't want to sell the staff. Just walk away and mind your own business.
Fine. And he'll piss off.
Do I have to remind you all why we're here? Stop raising suspicions.
I'm just going to kind of think about why he might want to buy my staff. I don't understand why. I really.
It's probably just a curiosity for him.
Are there mushrooms on the staff?
There are mushrooms on the staff.
Maybe he has a use for your mushroom.
I mean, he could just ask. They grow. You can collect the spores. They'll grow.
And how about you guys continue, the train continues on for about another 2 or 3 hours, and this guy hasn't come back up to you, or he's been keeping his distance, and you all stop and camp for the night.
I suggest you keep that staff close to your Snaps.
It will be very close, I promise.
Does Snap sleep in his shell?
Sometimes yes and sometimes no. Not all the time.
Okay,
Sometimes he likes to look up at the stars.
nice. Well, it's a cloudy night tonight. So you get your long rest in.
Snaps will be sleeping in his shell, but just note that he does have a passive perception of 16.
Okay. Even when he's passed out.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna be kind of stepping away from the caravan so that way I can see all of it while I'm resting.
It's a 50 wagon caravan, and there's roughly 200 to 300 people in the caravan.
Okay, so I can see the party and the one guy that I've got to keep alive.
Okay.
Gillen will just start doing sentry patrol around the caravan, up and down it.
Well, the night passes pretty uneventfully. And so the next couple days, well, day 2, nothing really special happens. If you're looking at this map, I'm kind of drawing your journey. So day 3, you begin passing through what is known the Fields of the Dead. And you guys, Snaps, he doesn't come back up to you, but you can tell this guy sitting there talking and pointing to you all.
Gillen will find one of the guards that's with him and just ask him, what do they call it? The Fields of the Dead?
Oh, I don't know. And he's like, well, apparently a bunch of people, they come in here by themselves and they don't leave.
So no one dead or anything of that nature.
No, not that I know of. I don't really come this way.
That's all I want to know. Thank you.
But everyone roll me a charisma check.
Charisma check.
Yes, please.
Oof.
Let's see.
Ouch.
Okay, thank you. But yeah. So day 3, you start passing through there. You take a nice, traveling. Basically, you're traveling roughly 8 hours a day. You stop and camp at night. Day 4 passes uneventfully. The same guy is still hanging back, watching you.
Oh, for food and stuff, I would probably cast Goodberry each morning, so just...
Okay, so it's 24 hours, right?
Yeah, every 24 hours, essentially, I would cast Goodberry for food for our party and stuff, so that way we don't really have to use rations and stuff.
Okay.
Does Vigilin notice this guy lingering around Snaps?
He's not really lingering. He's, kind of like creeping, kind of like hanging way back into the back as much as he can, but still keeping an eye on him. But
Okay.
Here-
Does he notice that though?
yes.
Okay. Vigilin will just occasionally just kind of block his view and just kind of give him a glare and then just move on with his duties.
And so day 5, you guys start getting closer, passing throughout the Fields of the Dead. But all of a sudden, you know, you guys are kind of like in the middle of the caravan essentially, and the caravan starts veering off to the left hand side, and you're not exactly sure, but then you see a like a nobleman. Where is he? Right there. He's kind of beating one of his horses, and you see like the horse, his collar essentially is like choking him, and he's like taking his whip and smashing it down and beating him with it. And the rest of the caravan, just the whole caravan, like essentially is just like passing by and letting him do that.
Snaps is gonna run up and be like, you don't need to treat your horse that way. It's clearly in distress.
He's a stupid nag, idiotic horse. And he starts whipping him again.
Grab his. Can I make a check to see if I can grab his wrist?
Yeah, go ahead.
What would that be? A dex or?
Do a strength.
Okay. Just a check or athletics or something.
You're trying to like just grab his wrist, right?
Yeah, just grab his wrist.
I believe, yeah, do athletics.
Okay.
All right, you're able to grab his wrist, and he's like, "What? This isn't your fight. Leave me alone. Leave my horses alone."
He'll let go of his wrist, and it's like, perhaps we can help you. You don't have to beat your animal in such a way.
Looking at the horse, is basically the riding bridle and stuff just too tight?
Yeah, it's chafing his neck.
Okay, I'm gonna release the. I'm gonna not completely undo it, but I'm just going to loosen it.
Don't touch my horses, and this isn't yours.
I'm not doing anything except relieving some of the pain of this animal. We have a long journey ahead of us. We can't stand to stop and buy other horses.
Oh, I'll just kill it, and we'll leave it here to die, and we can continue on. I got other horses.
Then I don't know whose caravan you'll be riding with, so.
Oh, we have other horses. And
yes, you have other horses, but why waste a perfectly good horse when you can just loosen its straps and it'll be as good as new?
I can just buy another one. And the knight walks up to Vigilin and he's like, "Release my master."
Oh, Vigilin, I already released. I let his wrist go.
Okay.
Just like, we're only trying to help.
And as you guys are doing this, the caravan's passing by, and the guy you guys are supposed to be Hellman Merrill's protecting pokes his head out and is like, "Hey, you two, get up here now. This isn't your fight."
Seeing the caravan start to move, Vigilin will just pull out his glaive and cut the straps from the horse, and then give it a smack on its rear end for it to run away.
No. Okay.
"Who told you to touch my horse?"
The caravan's leaving. We don't have time for this.
Look,
Vigilin
if you
says,
have other horses, it shouldn't matter. I was
Yeah.
going to offer that you just untie it and allow me to ride it. I'd be more than happy to. If you have more horses, then what's the problem?
This isn't yours to deal with. But very well, stupid horse. And he'll point over to the mage. He's like, "Get rid of it." And the mage will shoot a magic missile at the horse, but miss. Oh no, not miss. He'll shoot a what the fuck? He's gonna shoot a
Firebolt?
Yeah, firebolt, because magic missile always says he's gonna shoot a firebolt.
Auto hit. Yeah.
He's gonna shoot a firebolt at the horse, but the firebolt misses. And the noble's like, "Oh, you guys, you stupid bodyguard." He just walks away from you guys.
Maybe the mage is just really bad at magic.
Stuck up prick.
And noble will turn his head and like, "What did you just say?"
To the knight and the mage, Snaps is going. The animals there are going to help you on your journey. Maybe you should protect them as well as your master.
I get paid to protect the master and do whatever he wants. And that
McGillen, yeah. As McGillen passes by the knight, he's just gonna be like, "I'm sure this serving this master does great things for your honor."
yeah, money's money.
I don't think you should serve such a horrible master.
You think you're serving anyone better?
Serve me.
And he points over to where your little boss is poking his head out and be like, "As far as I know, you serve him."
Well, chain of command. You serve me, I serve him. It's better than serving this. And he whispers, prick.
He just laughs. Yeah, I agree. It pays the bills.
Well,
It's all right. We're really whatever pays the bills at the end of the day, but there's no need to hurt the animals that much. It's clearly in distress. All you had to do was loosen the bridle, and I'm sure it would have been fine.
There's no point arguing with them, Snaps. They're clearly idiots. A knight should know that they should not treat a horse like that.
Hey, I'm not an idiot. I'm just doing what I'm not doing anything. I'm just following whatever he wants to do. He pays me, I pay him, or he pays me, I protect him. That's all I'm here to do. No need for name calling.
I was going to walk up to the noble and just slowly look him up and down.
What do you want, Pratt? You want to fight?
No.
I suggest you piss off and go back to your master, boy.
I'm
Alright.
reasonably sure you probably don't want to start a fight with any of us. That's probably not going to end well for you.
We don't want to start a fight, period. Let's
Oh.
get back to the convoy.
And the knight will pull out his what's he wearing? He'll pull out his greatsword and be like, "Look, I don't want to fight you guys, but if you're gonna insult my master, you know, I'm hired to protect him."
I'm just gonna kind of look at Merrill like, what do you want to do? As I kind of just shrug my shoulder, or just kind of triple checking my shield's position.
Helm,
Well,
Meryl, remember what we're
we're-
here for. We're not here for this.
Yeah. I know. This guy's worth summoning my blade for.
That's what I thought, boy.
The Gillen's just gonna look over at the noble, just shake his head. You're gonna be on the wrong end of someone's blade with that attitude eventually.
Miles gonna look over at the noble, and his eyes will temporarily just glow a incandescent purple.
And the noble will look at you, and his eyes will glow an incandescent red. I can do that too, boy.
I see you are also having.
The Gillen's gonna take a look over at how far ahead is the caravan from us.
Oh, it's still passing you guys by. Like, you guys were in the middle, so it's about 3/4 gone. But
Okay.
yeah,
Is the noble a warlock?
I don't know. He just appears to be a noble to me.
Seeing his eyes flare like that, Gillen will use one of his divine senses to see if he can detect evil.
Let's see. 60 feet, so yeah, you can sense evil all around you.
Yeah, of course. There's the cultists.
Like even on the caravan and everything around, like these guys too.
Yes, like it's coming from all directions.
We're kind of outgunned here, guys. Let's not make this a thing.
Well,
No, I've no need to start a fight with anyone. I'm just.
maybe just, treat your horses better.
I'll treat my horse how I want to treat my horse, boy.
That doesn't surprise me.
Vigilan's gonna walk up to Helm and just whisper to him, "Go keep an eye on him."
Will do.
Maryl's gonna look up and down at the night and just nod at him. And walk away.
That's what I thought.
It's a shame such a fine warrior serves such a, well, let's say, unfine master.
You're one to talk.
Hey, Snaps. You can use prestidigitation, correct? Or Druid
No,
craft?
unfortunate. No, I don't have Druidcraft.
Did somebody just say the name of my favorites?
Anyone care to make it smell like they've all soiled themselves? Or just the noble? I'll help you out with guidance.
And as you guys are sitting there talking, you smell some burning coming from your master's wagon, and he's starting to scream, "They're trying to kill me!"
Crap, let's go earn our paychecks.
Well, you got lucky this time. Meryl runs at full speed towards the carriage.
Vigilan will do the same as just your basic guard.
And when you get up there, you smell smoke. You don't see any fire. And the master pointing inside. He's like, "It's in there! It's in there! The fire's coming from in there."
Is this maybe a stray firebolt that caused this?
Probably just knocked over a lantern or something.
I don't know. You guys gonna look in there?
Yep.
I'm not.
Vigilan will step back and just watch since he's not hired as a bodyguard.
Meryl's going to earn his paycheck.
I'm going to grab the guy I'm supposed to protect and get them away from the caravan.
Meryl's going to inspect inside the caravan and see what's caused the fire.
And as you poke your head inside, you don't see anything.
Is it actually fire or is it an illusion?
You don't see anything whatsoever. As the noble and his mage and the knight walk by, and the mage just looks at you and starts laughing.
I'm going to look over at the noble and the mage. And... Yep, well... They just poop.
Oh, they're not.
I'm going to cast guidance on Meryl as well.
Oh, you weren't sure that it was him. They're just laughing at you.
Well, he did it to them anyway, so now we can laugh at them.
The noble starts looking around. He's like, "What does that? What? My name ain't Scath."
Ouch.
And the mage will look at Meryl like, "Well done." And they continue walking.
I'm going to nod at the mage.
And the master is like, "Well, where's the fire? Put it out."
There is no fire.
"What? No fire? I can smell it."
You
Seems
tricked
like
by
someone
spellcraft.
might. Yeah, seems like someone might be trying to mess with you a little bit. So don't worry about it.
Do you notice any bakeries around here?
I don't know about all that.
Well, watch this. Meryl's going to wave his hand and suddenly the whole cart smells of apple.
Apple pie like my mom? And he jumps back into his little carriage.
Vigilan's just gonna shake his head and kind of walk at a good distance behind the nobleman and his guards to see where exactly they're shacking up.
You see how magic can warp the senses?
And Vigelin, roll a perception. You see the noble, the knight, and the mage start walking and then disappear into the crowd.
I'm going to climb on top of the carriage and have a look around.
Yeah. With that, Vigilin will just carry on with his patrolling duties.
Master will poke his head out and look at Meryl. Get off that! You're a little heavy.
Do you want me to save your life or not?
Fine.
It's either him or me, and I weigh a lot more than he does.
Yeah, you are a little fat.
How would I sit on you?
Meryl, you don't... Like, what are you looking for?
I'm just looking for general danger in the area. Anybody approaching the caravan looking like they've got malicious intent?
No, you don't really see anyone really paying you guys any particular attention.
Well, I'm going to stay up there and look out. If the merchant complains, then I'm just going to growl at him and tell him I'm saving his life.
Right. Well, the caravan continues on its journey, and this day passes uneventfully the rest of the night.
Before the day moves by, is there any other carts or merchants there look like they're armor salesmen?
Yeah, you can tell about almost towards the head of the caravan. That's where one of the merchants would be.
Vigilin will walk up to him and greet him. He's like, "Hey, you wouldn't happen to have any half-plate mail, would you?"
On me? Maybe, but I'd have to dig through all my wares, and it'll take a while.
Perhaps when we set camp, you could do that for me. Perhaps, how would you feel about a trade? My chainmail for a set of half-plate.
I might be able to sell it to you, but I'll let you know. Come back later tonight.
Sounds good. That's all I can ask for. He's just gonna move on.
Alright. Yeah, so rest of the day is uneventful, unless you guys want to cause some more havoc.
Our middle name is Havoc.
As they set up camp again, we'll try and find that guy again.
Yeah, he's he's holding a nice little hat plate, and he's like, "Yeah, I only got 2 of them, so this one it'll be full price."
What was that?
He says, "I only have 2 of these, so it's going to be full price."
Fortunately, I've only got what I've been paid. How would you feel about a trade of chainmail and my shield and what I have on me?
He's like, "What does a lowly guard like you need with half plate? It's not like
You
you're a
see these
bodyguard.
wings?
It's not like you're a
Wings
bodyguard."
on my back. I can't fly in in heavy armor, but if you give me those, I'd be much better as a sentry guard.
It doesn't matter to me. And he's like, he looks you over and he's like, "But those gauntlets, ooh, I'll trade
I'm
you.
not selling you these. I'm not selling these gauntlets.
I'll give you the half plate for free with those gauntlets."
It's not fair to trade for me.
Well, you need it more than I do, so sorry.
Very well. But
Alright.
if you're under attack because of something that I could have seen from the air, it's unfortunate for you.
He points to all 5 of his guards. Be like, "Well, we got it covered."
Maryl's going to walk over to Vigil and look up and down, and it's like, what seems to be the problem?
Just trying to buy some armor, but I'm a little short.
Merchant, how much is a piece of half plate?
750 gold, please. Or
Seems a little bit steep.
I want his gauntlets.
I'm
Those
not selling
gauntlets
these
are worth
gauntlets.
far more than that.
Nah. It's only on a whim anyways. Thank you, Merle. But I'll just have to acquire the funds and buy from someone else. I thank you for digging that out for me, though. I appreciate that.
Oh,
Sorry
yeah.
I couldn't. I'm sorry I didn't have the proper amount of money for you.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Thank you again. And he's
Shopkeep.
just gonna walk. Big Gillen will just walk away.
Shopkeep, don't you think that's a little bit steep for half plate?
I only have 2, and we're going to Waterdeep. I mean, I can sell it for twice as much there.
Well, I'm sure in Waterdeep we could buy it for half of that price.
Well, when you get to Waterdeep in a couple months, you're more than welcome to.
Well, that's if we arrive there safely.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of look at Magellan. Well, it's not half plate, but I can make you some spiked armor next time we rest.
Yeah, I might appreciate that actually. Thank you.
Yep, it'll cost you 75 gold. Or any metal that you've got. Either way, I need something to turn into the materials.
I can give you my chainmail and my shield.
I'll use your chainmail, keep the shield.
See how it goes.
Well, if you're not willing to barter then shopkeep, I'll bid you farewell.
Take care.
You too, friend. Time to walk away.
And roll a perception check. Meryl. Meryl, you see that dude with the long nose staring at you intently.
I'm going to stare back at him and cause my eyes to glow that purple colour.
He sees that and he gets visibly scared and takes off running. Ow, that hurt.
I'm going to walk away back where I was going.
At some point, we're gonna have to try and find some information on that nobleman.
I'm going to walk over to Snaps and tell him what happened. Tell him to be extra careful.
Yeah, no worries. It's
I don't like that guy. There's something odd about him. He seems way too interested in us.
And
Think it's
when it gets
a
dark, I might.
cultist?
I think we need to try and keep a bit more of a low profile.
I've been attempting to do that, but you know, Tortle, mushrooms, doesn't really mix with low profile.
There's still the smell of apple pie in the area, by the way.
You guys hold tight. I'm gonna go have a word with our large-nosed friend. And Big Gillen's just gonna nonchalantly act like he's just going back onto patrol. He's gonna be looking for this guy.
Roll perception or investigation, I guess.
Okay, so I'll just save you the trouble and say he doesn't find him.
Okay. Well,
No.
you never know. You can see him. He's talking to a group of black-clad people, and he's like looking and pointing back towards where your group is.
Big Gillen will just, looking like he's on patrol, just kind of slip a little bit closer towards them to see if he can hear what they're saying.
Let's see. What does he speak?
Want a stealth check on that, or?
Yes. You're clanging and clinking and clanging, and they stop and turn to look at you, and they're just staring.
Big Gillen's just not even gonna really try and pay them any mind, just kind of act like he's passing by. And with that, he's gonna try and, once he's certain that he's out of their sight, he's gonna circle around back and move back to his party. Yes, I think it's safe to say that he's with those cultists.
You never know. Who knows?
Oh, it's just a little suspicious. Oh, but that's what Vigilance says to everyone else when he comes back.
As your the boss will poke his head out the window. Yeah, shut up! I'm trying to sleep.
Hearing that, Vigilance will just lower his voice. Snaps. Make sure that you're in view of everyone. I think his interest in you might be a little more than just the staff.
I mean, it's not like I'm anything special, but okay, I'll stick to the center then.
Yes. Or at least set camp close to Helm and Merrill.
Are you okay with going without armor for about an hour?
Hold off on that for now. I might the actual extra little bit of AC.
Alright.
See how things go the next few days, and then we'll do that.
I'd like to just take a general scout around the area of the caravan.
All right.
So is the
See if-
caravan currently moving or no?
No, it is stopped for the night.
Alright. I'm gonna tell him to give me 1 hour real fast.
Actually, yeah, let's do that now. I'll give the chainmail to you.
I've got enough gold where I can make a set of spiked armor, and then later I can just convert your chainmail into gold to pay myself back.
Okay, that sounds fine.
Ooh, excuse me. So you're gonna make some spiked armor.
Yep, 75 gold, so it's an even trade with the chainmail.
I threw it in your inventory.
So is that why you've been collecting metal?
Yeah, I can turn any metal into anything or into any other kind of metal with a max value of 100 gold, which means I can turn thousands of pounds of iron into a gold bar and carry out an entire dungeon in one hand.
Cool.
Yep.
So can you turn gold into?
Yeah, I can make ammo. I can make 10 pieces of ammo at a time. I can make anything up to 100 gold.
That's awesome.
Or I can turn the hinges from a shop door into a seal and seal someone's entire shop. Or turn their sign into a sign that basically says this is a defiler of Muradin.
Yeah, that guy's fucked.
A little bit.
Why do you think he's so pissed off?
Because now the
Because he-
finest craftsman in that city will not do business with him.
Yeah.
He can not get in his shop.
Why do you think he's after you?
But
How
the
did he get out of the
mistake
shop?
after.
There might have been more than one entrance. All you did was seal the front door.
True.
You're an Elturel. You're an Elturel, so.
Does he know what that said?
Well, you never stuck around to find out.
Well, he
True.
did ask if he spoke Dwarvish.
No, I asked if anyone in the party spoke Dwarvish.
Yes,
Alright.
he did. You have to, with me as a DM, you have to be very specific.
I've noticed.
I love fucking with
Yeah.
I've already got one character fucked in one campaign. Let's not do it for two.
her. Oh, he's totally fucked.
Basically, I can craft a simple martial weapon, suit of armor, 10 pieces of ammo, set of tools, or any other metal object. Can't be worth more than 100 gold, and does not have to include just metal. So, like, when I make an arrow, I don't have to gather the wood, I just have to gather metal for it.
What does that take you to do?
1 hour. Oh, I can also duplicate keys and things like that. I cannot duplicate magical items.
That's so cool. I love that. What an ability.
Oh yeah. Forge cleric. Alright, so I'm gonna do that and then give the chain or the spiked armor to I'll just drop that in the party sheet.
I'll drop the chain down the party sheet as well. Oh yeah. Pleasure doing business with you.
I was just watching this happen very intently. Cleric.
Yeah, I put the that in the party. Oh yeah, he already gave it to him. Cool.
See. So how often can you do that?
Twice a day.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, and Vigilin. Crap. So my question is, I'm only able to bless one weapon. Do I have to have him keep giving me back his glaive to keep blessing it, or no?
I guess you can touch it, or like, how does that bless work?
It's just on a touch.
Yeah, so I guess you just have to touch him, or touch it.
Okay.
Touch him,
Yeah,
touch it.
so basically, I'm just gonna keep blessing his glaive.
Okay.
Yeah, well, right now it's about 10 o'clock at night, I would say. Just chilling.
Alright, so who's on watch last night? We want to make sure that
Kinda
everyone
hungry.
is keeping relatively
Blah.
well rested. I don't need to sleep, so I can always take watch, but I know Vigilin was on active patrol last night, so we want to rotate him out. He needs to sleep. No offense, dude, but if you fall asleep, well, after you die and soil yourself, I'm gonna resurrect you and make fun of you.
Poor Vigil.
No, sleep sounds fine.
But yeah, this it passes uneventfully for the night. And then the next day, you guys wake up. And you start continuing on through the fields of the dead. And everybody roll me a nature check.
Specifically nature, or can it be survival?
Specifically nature.
Fair enough.
So Snaps, Helm, and Merrill, you all see flying above the caravan two nicely looking birds. They're watching the whole the whole caravan essentially. They're trying to find out who's going to die.
I'm gonna shout to the party that we've got incoming, and my shield's gonna burst into flames.
Before that, I was like, that's a very jerky reaction.
Are they actually aggressive?
Does it look like they're gonna swoop down, or are they just kind of checking the area out?
They're circling your guys' wagon specifically. Like this, the circle in the middle. That's the wagon.
Does anyone recognize what they are?
I don't even know what I am.
That's a great question. Can I recognize what they are or make some sort of...
That's what the nature check was for.
Oh, okay.
So Snaps, Helm, and Meryl all recognized what they were. Like Helm or Vigelen, you think they're just eagles circling around.
So out of character, what the fuck's a Periton?
It's kind of like a vulture.
In character, what the fuck's a Periton?
Yeah,
Are
kind of
they-
like a
are they
vulture.
acting aggressive?
Oh, they're going to attack you more than likely because they're vultures. I mean, they're like carrying, like they want to eat.
Well, before they even get the chance, I want to pull my crossbow out and shoot it.
As he does that, I'm gonna shoot, or fire's gonna blast from my shield to Periton 1. I'm gonna try to cook this thing in midair.
Wow, you guys are ruthless.
Hey, I'm paid to keep the annoying asshole alive.
That is
Understood.
true. And Vigelen, you're just like, why are they attacking eagles, man?
They're just vultures, guys. They're probably looking for scraps.
Okay, look, I might not be the best with, creatures, people, whatever the fuck that shopkeep was, but that is not an eagle.
It's a goddamn Periton, you fool. Now attack!
Quick
Snaps.
question. What's a Periton?
Big, angry, and basically it's going to eat your face. Now shut up and kill it.
Snaps, you can get off one attack too before initiative, since you noticed what it is, if you wish.
Oh, instead of taking an attack, I will spend a use of my wild shape and activate symbiotic entity.
Okie dokie. As the caravan keeps going.
So what does this do?
Oh, symbiotic entity?
Mhm.
It gives me temporary hit points equal to 4 times my level, and then on all of my melee attacks, on all of my damage, I get to add an extra 1d6 poison.
That is cool.
Nice.
And initiative.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh my god!
None of us wanted to fight today.
I guess not.
Oh, wait. Apparently, we all know what these things are, and we don't want to fight them.
But if Vigelen does.
Doesn't know what the fuck they are, and he's more than happy to.
Yeah, these guys, roughly, these guys are about 60 feet up in the air still. Just to
Okay.
give you an idea.
Alright,
Range
60 feet in the air.
Okay,
Yes.
then Vigelen will fly up and start, as he heads this way, start gaining some altitude. So,
What's your flight speed? 30?
yeah,
So yeah, so you're about 30 feet up in the air. They're about 30 feet above you.
okay. And he'll stay here and hold an action, hold an attack.
Okay, number 1. He's going to fly over top Helm and dive attack him. Let's see. And he will cold see. One gore and 1 talent. So he's going to try and gore you with his beak. Missing. He will try to get you with his claws. Also missing. Great.
They're 60 feet away.
He is now. Helm is now. The Periton is right next to Helm.
Okay. If they let me know if it moves within 10 feet of Snaps, just since there's no map and it's theater of the mind, I'm just curious.
There's a map.
Oh, I didn't see it. All right,
Ah,
cool.
hey, there you go. So that's where they are.
Okay, cool.
Periton 2 will try and dive bomb. Whatchamacallit? Vigelen.
Okay. Once it enters my this range, I'm gonna hit it with my reaction polearm master, and then
Okay.
use my hold action to attack it.
Okay.
Uh,
So now you guys are both
Oh,
30 feet.
Jesus.
Now you both are 30 feet in the air, and your weapon is now broken. Well, is it a magical weapon? Let's see.
no. It's not a magical
Yes,
weapon.
actually it is.
Oh, it is because of bless.
Because of the blessing, it is treated as a magical weapon.
Okay. So
All right, so since I'll say, then instead of broken, it is you drop it, so it falls 30 feet to the ground.
oh, awesome.
Smash.
I guess I'll just try and punch the damn thing with my action.
Okay. Bless.
How would I even go about doing that? I have my glaive hilt set up for bludgeoning, and it's a 1d4 plus 5 my strength. Should I just roll that?
So, no armed strikes, just 2 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, it's just it's 1 plus strength, right? Is it-
Yeah. It's 1 plus strength modifier.
So yeah, 1d4 plus strength modifier.
No, just 1 plus
1
strength.
plus strength modifier.
Oh, okay. So that would just be
5. So he takes 5. You punch him.
Wait, he's got a plus 4 strength modifier?
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
now-
this the gloves I have.
because of the gauntlets.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's nice.
And then he will you punch him and he's like, oh fuck. Well, he doesn't say that, but that's his reaction. And then he will he tries to bite you.
Ow.
And then claw. And then how would, let's see, since you're flying and he hits you, how would that work?
It's just a hit. I mean, mechanically at least.
Well, I'm saying like would he like I guess he really wouldn't fall. But yeah, that's his turn. Alright, Helm.
You guys are gonna see my shield start kind of glowing. I'm gonna slam my mace into it and fire off a guided bolt at Parrot and One.
It screeches. Alright, Meryl, you see Vigelin tackling a Periton 30 feet up in the air.
The glaive just comes slamming down to the ground next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the glaive land near me, or do I have to dodge it?
Yes, do a dex. Dex saving
Check.
throw. Dex saving throw.
Save it.
It goes boom, and lands right next to your feet.
Phew. What
Oh.
the fuck are you doing up there?
Narrowly missing your toes. Poor Meryl.
Yeah, some eagle, Avigel.
Big Gillen is in the middle of grappling with a damn bird right now, so he doesn't let us hear it.
What
It'll be
is he
fine.
gonna
It's
do?
just a
Is he
fucking
oh, he's
eagle, he
alive.
said.
Oh, it's just an eagle, man.
Maryl's going to point his sword at the Periton,
Really need to
and
fix some
you
things.
see a
Change some things up.
small purple orb manifest at the end of it,
Uh-oh.
which then goes roaring towards the Periton, and as it gets closer and closer, it just gets bigger and bigger, and then slams into him, hopefully.
What is he going to cast?
And it goes
Eldritch
straight
Blast.
past him.
Rawr!
God damn it, Vigilin, you moved it out of the way.
Rawr!
Come and get your damn weapon.
Alright, so. Are there any of them that are like 10 feet off the ground? Out of curiosity.
Pearson 1 is right next to Helm. So yeah,
Hold up before you hit it.
he's flapping his wings. Flap, flap, flapperoo.
Oh, I'm not actually going to hit it. I'm just moving into range for that.
All right. No, I was just applying the effect from guiding bolt on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm probably not making an attack roll against it, so it's fine. I
Aw.
will go ahead and use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh.
Oh no, not Shillelagh.
Because none of these things are concentration. And then I will use my action.
James, you there? Might have lost him.
Did we?
He connection lost.
Oh, okay. And then I will...
Continue attacking.
Actually, no, I'm going to move up and attack. Can I hit it from here?
Yes, you can hit my little bird.
Okay, cool.
Not my bird, man. I'm gonna kill my bird. Wait, he gets ouch.
Critical. Let me not forget to add the 1d6 poison damage.
I mean, you can. No.
I don't know what happened there.
You have shite in it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, and that's Snaps' turn.
And Snaps killed one of my birds.
What?
At this point, Vigillan's just gonna try and grapple it. How's that work? Would I roll for that?
I believe it's a strength check.
Yep.
Okay.
Grapple is a contested strength check.
Yep,
Okay.
he rolled 21.
Let's see.
And you rolled a 20.
Ah.
You tried. And he's meh.
Okay.
Just an
I'll
eagle.
go with.
Yeah, man, it's just an eagle. And he's gonna bite you and then claw you. No, you're just too nimbly bimbly, I think. Sad. Let's see, they are 30 feet up in the air.
Alright, I'm gonna move 30 feet closer. My shield is gonna burst into flames, and I'm gonna launch a
Don't kill my bird, man.
sacred flame at Parrot 2.
No, not my bird. Leave my bird alone. Not my bird. Oops. Then where is the next one? Is Stranded Rat. Prepare for that one. Bunch of shit up. Gotta blah blah blah. No. Don't need that. Meryl.
Meryl's going to carry on looking up at Vigillan and the Puritan, trying to grapple each other. And he's going to slash his blade out, and another roaring ball of purple energy goes shooting to him. Hey. So this big crushing ball of purple energy just smacks into the breastplate, chest even. It's probably pretty pissed off now.
I would say so.
Alright, Snaps is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30 feet. Am I within 30 feet of the Periton?
No.
Okay.
It is currently 30 feet off the ground.
Correct. So you're like I'd say like 40 if that like dynamics like that would work.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. I was just curious if I could reach it with Thorn Whip. If I cannot, no problem. So instead of that, I will go ahead and use a second level spell slot to cast Moonbeam on the
Gross.
Oh.
Gross.
Hey, at least it's not Sunbeam yet.
and that's his turn.
Vigilan's just gonna try and grapple it again. Oh, come on.
And no, they rolled 11 as well. So
Oh, so roll again, or?
I think what checks if you both roll the same, it doesn't.
The defender succeeds on the check if you both roll the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no. He tried.
In that case, Vigilan's just gonna try and land, so he's gonna give him an opportunity attack.
He will take it. And miss.
And so 30 feet straight down, so that's probably the end of his movement.
Ah.
At the start of the Periton's turn, it also takes a Moonbeam.
No.
Does it do half damage on a success? Yes, it does.
Does it? And he comes flying down and blah. He goes splat.
He lands right on Vigilan's glaive and it goes right through him.
Oh, he lands right on the Gellin.
Is it big enough to do damage, or can I just shrug it off?
Do
Well,
it.
it's also a bird, so it'd actually be fairly light even for its size.
Yeah. But like, as it lands, it's just like its bowels release.
No, Vigilan's covered in bird.
Now you're covered in bird
Vigilan
shit.
just shove it off, and then walk over and grab his glaive, and just shake his head.
Vigilan?
Where'd he go?
There you go, buddy.
But yeah, that was kind of funny. And then the master will poke his head up like, "Come on, what's taking you guys so damn long?"
Gotta clean this guy, he's covered in bird shit.
What's
Vigilan,
new?
can I roll
I'm
the-
not even getting paid for this, so you can stop.
Well, you can piss off.
Vigilan's just gonna point his glaive towards him.
Are you threatening me?
Yes.
Meryl's gonna take his sword.
Put your face back in your damn carriage and shut the hell up.
Do you
Vigilan,
really
I'll
want to
stop
fight?
now?
I'm gonna point at Vigilan. I gotta keep him alive.
Me too.
So no.
Meryl's getting it.
I'm gonna look over at the merchant. Now, alive is a very broad definition. Keep in mind, I am technically alive.
But yeah, you guys are out of combat, and let's take like 10-minute break.
Also, Vigilan, I threw a cure wounds onto you. Didn't really heal much, but you know, better than nothing.
Yeah, better than nothing.
You want to hear something disgusting?
Uh-oh.
Thorn Whip is a melee spell attack.
It is.
Thorn Whip benefits from symbiotic entities damage.
Yep. So that's an extra 1d6 poison on 4.
Yep, that's disgusting. So Thorn Whip deals 1d6 piercing plus 1d6 poison.
Yuck.
And at next level, it'll do 3d6.
You know what I'm finding being a warlock? I don't want to spend my spell slots in case I come up against a really strong.
I mean, that's the thing, right? It's like, if you're in a campaign where you can, like, take a lot of short rest, which, I mean, you're kind of on the caravan, I guess you could take a short rest, like, after everything.
So do warlocks get their pack slots back on a short rest?
You get all your spell slots back on a short rest, yeah.
Alright, cool. Just to remember that in future. Wasn't aware of that.
You do have everything set to upcast to the right level, right?
I do, yeah. I've got more level 2 at the moment, so I've got level 2 spell slot.
Yes.
In particular, this lovely little spell, Hellish Rebuke, which can deal 3d10 and a react.
Do you have Armor of Agathis?
I most certainly do.
Perfect. Best spell in the game.
My levels 1 spells are Armor of Agathis, Hellish Rebuke, and Heck. And
Yes.
my level 2 spell slots are Darkness and Mirror Image. I'm sure you know where I'm going with that.
Yep.
Done a little bit of research on Warlock, and it seems like fun.
You're Hexblade, right? So, like, Mirror Image
Yeah.
and all that stuff is super useful for you.
Yep. Especially when you get Armor of Shadows.
Also, note that Armor of Agathis is not concentration, by the way, so...
Yep. Yeah, I noticed that. So I'm using Rob 2E's pack, so it's got all the abbreviations for.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I think I figured out, like, why Spore Druids are broken, like, literally just now.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Because
Okay.
none of their
break
stuff
time.
is concentration. Like, I don't care about concentration for Symbiotic Entity, I just spend a
Yeah.
wild shape and I get it for 10 minutes, like...
Well, the way I'm looking at things is I've got Darkness as a spell. Then I'm going to be taking the Devil's Sight Invocation later. And then I've also got Elven Accuracy as my feat. So it's a little bit of damage here, there, a bit of damage there.
So... gross.
And I'll also be taking Eldritch Smite.
Wonderful.
You don't sound too happy with that.
I mean, I'm not your DM. It's fine.
Oh, poor DM. Just because I'm going to be dealing 50 damage a turn in the next few levels.
I mean, honestly, I think you're going to be giving me a worse character on Saturdays, so...
Why would you think that?
Because you're playing a Divination Wizard.
And
It's wrong.
important
It's
stuff.
alright. I roll like shit, so it's fine. It doesn't...
Yeah. Well, I wanted to play something that isn't like a powerhouse. I wanted to play something that's more thematic to the campaign.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that. I think it's great. Let's see.
And a divination was isn't exactly something that's like super strong in combat, is it?
I mean, you're basically a wizard that can manipulate roll.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong. But this is 5e. All casters are strong. It doesn't
This is
matter.
true. Yeah, it's definitely a caster meta. As I found out playing a barbarian, and I did not enjoy it at all.
Yeah, and I mean, part of it is just 5th edition's design, and the fact that it's spellcasters are gain power exponentially, but melee classes are very linear. So, yeah,
They're also very dependent on the gear.
very gear dependent as well. And the action economy is a lot more
Harder
strict
for them. Unless you're
with
playing a paladin.
yeah, paladins not really. But spore druids, dude, spore druids are like the worst on the action economy.
Yeah. Well, you've got a pretty nasty combo, haven't you?
It's an action to put up symbiotic entity. It's a bonus action to use Shillelagh. Uh, it takes my reaction to activate Halo of Spores.
Yep.
And I never get extra attack. Sadness.
I will be an extra attack through an invocation at level 5. I've got a pretty good plan where this character's going for both RP wise and level 1.
That's fair.
I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's game, to be honest.
Yeah, we've still got to roll your character up, but we'll do that at the beginning.
Yeah.
I also want you guys to talk about your backgrounds.
I've just been way too busy. I tell you, working in retail at this time, well, that time of year was hell.
I understand. I promise. It's no big deal.
Yeah, so Saturday, I will try and get to the table early and roll the character up. What time are we starting?
1900 UTC.
Yeah, so I will be home about 1700.
Yeah, I can put up the table like at noon. I'll probably put it up at noon because there's some stuff that I want to get done for like the later parts of the adventure, so I can already have that stuff in.
Yeah, I need to roll a character and then read through that stuff you posted.
Yeah, that's no problem. I will send you the information that's in the book on the wizard. Actually, let me just do that right.
Okay, that would be awesome. So what is this stuff you were talking about with like the occultant and whatnot? What's all this?
Oh, so in an Acquisitions Incorporated campaign, basically all of you work for this adventuring organization called Acquisitions Incorporated. That's the big thing. But you eventually get to own your own franchise. Well, owning your franchise of Acquisitions Inc. also involves doing all the bureaucracy that comes along with it. So that's where a lot of the office humor comes from. But in part, you're all also going to have like a job within the company.
So which method of people taking to roll?
As far as what job you want is up to you. You just can't really duplicate them.
I don't
So,
mean that. I mean stat rolling, sorry.
46 drop the lowest. If you have 2 score, your set is only legal if you have 2 scores above 15 and no stats below an 8.
So 2 above 15, none below 8.
Yep.
That's going to be a fair bit of rolling then.
Yeah. The only exception was Kendrick's, because they really wanted that 7 that they got for their strength, and I was like, are you serious? All right, cool. I was like, if you want to play a kobold with 7 strength base down to 5 after racial modifiers, you go for it.
It's going to be a bit of a whip.
And we're back. All right, let's see.
5 strength. Was he probably have a hard time holding his head?
No,
Yeah.
that'd be like 1 strength. But like 5 strength is you can't really lift your own body.
See, now this is the shit I need.
Nothing wrong with. Oh, Helm's still shitting himself. Literally.
Yeah, well, Helm is shitting himself, I guess.
He's gonna
Rolls like
kill
this
me.
on the day.
He's gonna kill me.
Oh, goodness gracious me.
Damn, better than what I rolled.
These would be quite nice.
Oh yeah, we're starting tomorrow, aren't we?
Oh
Yeah.
my fucking lord! I bet you I don't
That
get
is
rolls
a
like this.
16.
Yeah.
I bet you I don't get rolls like this on the day.
Just need Helm back.
Honestly, this is generally how it ends up whenever I have people roll for stats. They roll like insane. Okay,
Oops.
re-roll the one.
Yeah.
Did I
10.
give them that? Yes, I did. Let's see.
And 15.
Yeah, then when it comes to the day, you'll be like rolling 7, 7, 7, 8.
Wouldn't it be so bad if there's ways to improve your stats through it?
Oh,
You
come
got
on,
any
Helm.
race restrictions?
Here, let me open up Fantasy Grounds, another instance, and
Just wait on Helm. Text him, see where the fuck he's at.
Are you actually taking that as my stat roll?
they're pretty good. I mean, do you want to take them?
I won't say no.
Oh, okay, you don't want them?
I said I won't say no.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, you can take those as your stat rolls. I was here for it. I witnessed. It's no big deal.
Okay, cool. Kinda wanted something a bit lower, so
You know, everyone has said that, and I'm just like, all right.
yeah, but you don't want to be too overpowered in a campaign like that. It's more of a fun one.
That's part of the fun, though.
Yeah, I suppose you adjust to your what you've created, don't?
Yep.
If you had someone that was going out for the like level 120 damage, you'd adjust your monster.
Exactly.
Some fucking assholes with Colossus Slayer.
What?
You heard.
What'd I do? Oh, Helm. I'm gonna start calling you Scath. I swear to God, where is he?
Look, sometimes you just gotta lose some pounds.
I know, he texted me and I was like, okay, dude.
Drop the kids off at the pool.
Basically. As soon as you show
So
up, we can get
actually got
going.
a feat to level 1, do we?
Yes, non-combat.
My
Yeah.
feat's awesome.
What feat have you taken?
Inspiring leader?
That's a good feat.
Yes. Considering I'm like it's gonna be fun once I hit level 5. That's all I really want to do because people are gonna be like, what the fuck? That's gonna be fun.
He's playing the race that comes with this campaign.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the new Goblin Light Road.
Yes.
Yeah, the Namekians. They're essentially Namekians.
It's gonna be cool.
Does he get a special beam cannon?
No.
Oh, Helm, are you back now?
I'm back.
About time.
Welcome back.
2 pounds of salami plus coffee.
That's what she said.
It's like meat sweat territory right,
Right.
there.
Oh Lord.
Or-
All right. All right.
Oh.
So, go ahead.
To give you an idea, I will eat stuff like that regularly. I'm still a beanpole.
You got a little pouch on you now.
And
But all right. So you guys kill these little dudes. Kill my birds, unfortunately. And now, the leader pops his head. I was like, "What are you doing? Let's go!" As the caravan continues moving on. And then the rest of the day passes uneventfully. And now it is nighttime again.
Vigela, may I please ask that you don't threaten our employer?
Sorry, I wasn't in my right state of mind.
I know, but remember what you said to us. Why we
Yes, I agree.
plenty of
I
chance to
should
kill
have
these
lashed out.
bastards later on.
Shouldn't have lashed out. Damn
We
Canadians.
should start investigating this before we get to our location.
So
Yes,
have we aroused any or much suspicion so far? Do we?
Not that you are aware. Like, you got people watching you and checking you out, but other than that, no, not really. No,
What
no.
about the guy? What about the guy with the big nose?
You haven't seen him at all today, actually.
Are we walking with the caravan now? Is it moving?
It's stopped for the night.
I will take first watch.
And one of the, essentially like the ringleader or the leader of the caravan comes back and he's like, strap in for a couple days. We're gonna let the animals rest for 2 days.
I'm gonna take a quick hour to use my blessing and get rid of the chainmail.
Rip. So now Gallon is naked.
No, he's got the spiked mail.
Oh yeah, that's right. He can still be naked.
No, he cannot.
No naked tieflings. We don't
Yeah,
like
check
to
out my tiefling physique.
Who's so sexy? Ow, my neck. So yeah,
scout the I'd like to scout the perimeter before we do anything else.
all right.
And I just keep an eye around the caravan. Whilst I assume everyone else other than Helm's sleeping.
Yeah, this night passes pretty uneventfully. That was day 6, so day 7, you guys are going to be resting all day. Let's see. Helm, give me a perception. Okay, never mind then.
I'm going to
Ow.
check if any wagons need repairing. Basically, if anyone needs any quick work done.
Yeah, you can see there's a couple horses who need new shoes. Yeah, a couple wagons can use, some light touches. But I mean, you're just a week out on your trip, so everything's pretty well off so far.
I'll see if anyone's willing to pay for work. Are they?
You find one person who's willing out of the 200 out there.
All right. What do they need done?
They need their latrine cleaned out.
I'm just gonna look at them. Yeah, I'm a smith, not a ditch digger.
Oh, a smith. Can you repair this armor really quick, please? We had some birds attacking us the other day.
What kind of armor?
Oh, it's just standard plate. I'll pay you 5 gold to fix it, please. $5, man.
Is it gouged or dented or?
It
like,
is.
what's-
It's dented like these birds are basically the same birds that you guys spot. So, like they're like kind of dented his armor in.
All right. I'll just use my smith's tools to kind of bang out the dents.
Ding. Kind of like Iron Man, the first one. Doop doop ding.
So what are they actually feeding us whilst we're out here?
Oh, they pay. Well, everyone except for Snaps. They pay for all your food and water, which is standard, food. You could eat that horse that you guys saved a couple days ago if you want.
I'm good. I'm gonna be hoarding my rations.
Snaps has good berry. It's fine.
Is that horse following us, or did it take off?
It's following you.
The
That's not too
Galen
bad.
will walk up to it and see if it's friendly.
Is it a war horse or is it like a draft horse?
It's just a draft horse, like a pack, kind of like a pack mule, but just like a horse.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Does the horse run away, or does it come up to the Galen?
It's very skittish of you.
The Galen will try and pet it and maybe tame it. Should I do an animal handling check?
Yeah, please. You gently caress his nuzzle or his nose, and he like nuzzles up to you, and he's like kind of sniffing out your bag, like kind of trying to find some food.
The Galen will take one of his rations out and give him more of the plant-based version of what's in it.
He eats it all.
The Galen will lead him over to Snaps and just kind of, here, you can probably ride this horse if you get tired.
Snaps is a big boy.
No, was it like so big where you couldn't be ridden, like you couldn't ride that?
I believe turtles are pretty big, aren't they?
I mean, they're medium creatures, just like everyone else.
I thought they were
How
big
much
and
do you
fat.
weigh, though?
Big and fat. 300 pounds?
Poor horse.
Poor horse, yeah.
Yeah, horses can carry at least 2 people without it being too strenuous, and that's about 300 pounds,
True.
if not more.
But would you also be able to fit into a normal saddle? With the shield with the shell, wouldn't it kind of extend down where it would actually be cutting into the saddle?
Yeah.
True. Well, Galen will still hand it off to Snaps to take care of, since he was very concerned about it.
Snaps will ride side saddle.
And Snaps, the dude with the long nose, comes running up to you and be like, "Hey! Let me buy that staff of yours."
Can I do a check to see if I can grab him by his nose?
Before you do,
Yeah.
how much are you willing to pay for the staff?
10 silver.
You offered 12 before.
Well, it was before.
Sure did.
He used it the other day. I saw him.
Can I make the roll now?
I mean,
Why? Tell us why you want it, and we may be willing to part ways.
it has no concern of yours.
I mean, it's a concern of mine.
Well, I just want it.
I'm gonna kind
God,
of creep
this
around
is one of the
behind him.
This is one of the times in 5e where I wish that sense motive were an
Oh,
actual
Lord.
check.
Fagellin, you want to grab his nose?
Yeah.
Okay, you grab it.
Remember, Vigelen,
We told
Boss
you
said
it's not
to-
for sale.
the boss said leave him alone.
But I just want it. You don't have to grab my nose. Come on, you're gonna break it.
Are you going to leave us alone?
I'm not even talking to you. Yeah.
Helm, do you think you could make me another staff if I hand you the materials for it?
It's fucking funny.
Galen will look over at Snaps and just
No.
sigh as he
and
releases
staff,
the guy's nose.
And as this is going on, a couple of guys clad all in black with white masks start walking by, and they're just looking at you and looking at the nose guy, and he's like, "Is everything okay here?"
Caught someone harassing people. We're keeping the peace.
Well, and he one of the guys will point at Helm and like, "Well, what are you doing? Leave him alone."
Don't think
Is
no
this
one's
one of
doing
yours?
What do you mean, one of mine?
This guy that keeps harassing people throughout this caravan, is he one of yours?
He's not harassing
Or
anyone.
not?
Longnose, are you harassing people? No.
Vigilin, I think he's lying. Why don't you See if you can squeeze the truth out of him.
That's a good idea, Vigilance says he starts reaching for his nose.
And
His
it,
palm.
as you do
Don't
that, as
Don't
you
you just have a spell for this?
as you do that,
Oh, I got some spells.
as you do that, one of the both of the guys will pull out these real long, immaculately looking glaives, and he says, "We said leave him alone."
Vigilin, just put him down.
Well, he hasn't grabbed him yet. He's just reaching for him. He's just gonna slowly move his hand away. Well, what's this person mean to you?
It's no concern of yours. You're just hired help.
True.
We're hired to
you
protect
are.
a caravan that he keeps coming near. If he comes near it again, we'll consider him trespassing.
The
Is that understood?
the master guy pokes his head out of the tent, or his little wagon, like, "Oh, they're not bugging. He's not bugging me."
Vigilance just gonna turn to the guy and just say, "Flee," as he casts command.
He takes off.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any idea why that little shit wants this stuff?
No idea, but I can't make you a new one. I have to work with metal, and druids cannot use metal.
You can turn it
I
into
love this.
wood, right?
It has to contain metal. It'll fill in parts that aren't metal. Wait, actually, I could just make you a scepter and you could snap off the top.
Okay, it does have to have. Okay, it does have to have metal. Gross.
Yeah.
All right.
But like I said, I could make you a scepter that just has like a wooden quarterstaff with a giant metal knob on top. And if the knob just happens to disappear, well, hey, that's not my fault.
Not good.
Nah. That's
Yeah,
kind of like
well-
heavily subverting mechanics there. Not
Yeah,
gonna do
it
that.
really is.
Vigilance will look back to the guys clad in black. Those are nice glaives. Where'd you get them?
Not from here.
Do I recognize anything about the glaives? Or actually, can I pray to Muradin and see if I get any kind of inspiration about metalworking, what kind of metal they are?
How long does it take you to pray?
Since I'm not trying to change anything, be almost instant. It's literally me just going, "Hey, you ever see anything like this?"
Yes.
No, I'm not going to spend an hour trying to change someone's weapon into something.
That's what it appears to be. I whispered it to you.
I'm gonna grab, or I'm gonna gesture over to Meryl and basically gesture as grab Vigilin and get the fuck over here. Those things are dragon-made glaives. Let's not
Really?
fuck with them. Yeah,
Where
and
the hell did they get them around here?
I don't know, but they're definitely dragon-made because I just asked Muradin, and yeah, no.
Like I said, Vigilin, leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
But it also, they're very protective of that long nose.
Yeah,
Thing.
I've noticed that as well.
Do
I
you
think-
know what race? Do you know what race he is? Was he human?
Yeah, human, just weird.
Yeah, it appears to be human with a long nose.
Appears to be.
Next.
Did that guy actually like set up his shop? The shopkeep that Vigilin went to? Vigilin?
You guys haven't gone to look. He might have.
But we need to try and isolate him and interrogate him.
But yeah, you're just taking he's taking a 2-day break, so, or a day break.
Okay, at some point I would like to go up and see if the guy has set up shop. It doesn't have to be now, it can be at any point over these.
I know an interrogation method, but you guys aren't gonna like it.
Try me.
I'm gonna place a copper coin in his mouth.
I like that.
I do believe he did.
But I
do
wouldn't want him
believe.
to speak though.
I do believe he
Oh,
fucked
he'll
off.
It won't. It would be hard for him to speak with his tongue blistered.
You could just cast Zone of Truth.
I don't have that.
Neither do I.
You're a cleric. It's all you have to do is prepare it on the next day.
Right. Yeah. So as a cleric, you have access to all your level 1 and 2 spells or whatever spell slots you have. You just got to prepare them.
Zone of Truth could be a very nice preparation for tomorrow.
True.
If you see them.
I don't think he's in anyone of importance. Maybe he's like a nephew or a son of somebody.
I've got a feeling that he's more important than you're giving him credit for.
Also, it says that they can evade the truth. They just can't outright lie.
Need to
Well-
figure a way to draw him out, away from the caravan for a short time.
Why do you want the staff? How can he evade?
I do believe he fucked off, didn't he?
You did tell him to flee.
Yeah.
You never gave a thing of flee to the back of the caravan. So
I can
he's just
only-
going to keep running.
He's just going to keep running until he gets at least, what?
Until he
30 feet
realizes-
away?
Yeah.
60 feet, yeah.
60 feet, is it?
Gillen will take a look in the direction where he ran off and see if he can still see him.
No.
Okay.
It's been too long.
Well,
I
that's
can
the thing.
use- I can use a command, force him to approach. That might be the best bet, but we need someplace secluded.
Oh, you got it well away.
Are you
Yeah,
dead?
he has to be within range of the spell.
Yeah.
No, but it's just someplace hidden, and I can use that command spell to force him to come in.
Really think we should leave him alone. Those guys were serious, and they have got some incredibly powerful weapons.
Oh, they're still standing there.
Can they hear us?
No, but they're still standing there.
I was just assuming that we were table talking right now and not really in character.
Yeah.
But that's
Well, I could see so many problems though with just like Zone of Truth.
I love messing with
Why
these
do you want the
people.
staff? Because I do. That's not an evasion,
It's the truth, technically.
and it is the truth. Because it looks weird. It looks neat.
Vigilin will go back over to the guards and just ask them, "Is there anything else that you want from us?"
We never wanted anything to do with you in the first place.
Well,
Well,
the
just keep
situation here has been resolved. You don't have to stick around and be breathing over us.
They put their clothes away and walk off.
on. We're here to do a job. For
And the boss guy will poke his head out and be like, "You elf, food."
You want me
I
to
still-
use a command to force him to grovel?
Here you go.
Technically, you can command him to obey one word. Yes.
From the list here, it's just grovel, approach, drop, flee, and halt. I
gonna
suppose
break.
if we go outside those boundaries, if you could think of one word that could work.
Just point to him while he's fully clothed and scream shit.
But that only
Oh
works
my
if he actually
God.
has to shit.
Anyway, I'm gonna walk up to him with a plate of food and just put it into the carriage for him and hand him like a water skin full of wine.
Thank you, sir.
You're better than me. I was just gonna give him good berries.
I was gonna give him something.
And keeps on his good side.
Do we have the carcasses of those birds by chance?
No, you left them behind yesterday. They're about 15 miles away if you want to go get it.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna toss Snap some of the food that I've been hoarding, just in case he wants a change from berries.
Oh no, no, good berries are totally fine. I've been eating them for years.
Yes, well, I don't eat, so it's either this or I give it to the horse. On a
Nah,
side
you
note,
can.
Also appreciate it.
I am gonna slip the horse some bread, apple slice or two, and a piece of jerky.
The horse eats it.
I'm gonna go up and pet. I'm gonna go up and pet the horse.
Horse immediately dies.
Wait, why'd the horse die? What did you do?
God damn it, Warlock.
You pet the horse.
Why do you always have to blame the warlock? We're not all evil.
Yeah, I know. That 99% make the other 1% look bad.
Well, I serve the Raven Queen, and that's all there is.
Praise Tiamat. So yeah, this
Raven Queen. It's all Bane.
so if, unless Snaps, you want to go see if that merchant's up, the rest of the day would pass fairly uneventful.
Yeah, I would like to go see if the merchant is there. I'm basically just gonna buy his second staff.
Yeah, he's there.
Merchant, do you have a quarterstaff that I might buy?
He looks at you like, "What's wrong with the one you have?"
Someone just keeps coming around and wanting one. This is the only one I have right now, so if someone were to steal it or something, I wouldn't have another one.
Let me guess. Does he have a long nose?
That'd be the guy.
Yeah. I got one for you.
Perfect. How much?
2 silver.
All right, and I will pay him the 2 silver. Thank you. This works out very well.
No worries. And he'll throw it to you.
All right, I will mark off the 2 silver, and I will head back to my.
I am going to reissue the horse and also kind of just triple check the merchant's wagon, make sure all the wheels are in good shape.
Yeah, it all appears to be good.
Oh, I would also. God dang it! I just forgot what I was gonna do. Oh, I would like to start taking mushrooms off of my back and
Gross.
getting them to grow on the quarterstaff,
Okay.
the one that I just bought. So I have 2 mushroom staffs essentially.
Nice. All right. So the rest of this day passes uneventfully, and yeah, you get your mushroom-based quarterstaff working.
Wonderful.
And then the next day, bright and early, the guys come around and we're like, all right, we're heading out today. And you get, I'd say you get roughly, about 6 or 7 miles down the road. Give me a second.
Not like the name of this map.
Oh, out of character. Do you have detect magic? Canola, Meryl.
No.
Okay.
As you're traveling, you hear a bunch of screaming, and you hear let's see. you guys hear a bunch of screaming, and you see a merchant and 3 guards sheltered underneath their wagon with the crates dragged between the wheels for some cover. They're being attacked by a bunch of hobgoblins. And they're trying to get into them, kill them.
What are the hobgoblins wearing? Like, are they armored or no?
Yes.
Have they seen us?
Not yet.
I'm gonna kind of look at the party. So, shall we?
Can we get a surprise round on?
Yes.
I'm gonna point at the captain and just, I've got that. Let me know when.
In the meantime, the Gillen's just gonna use all of his movement to fly up. So, yeah, about there.
30 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to do your attacks, do them now.
Snaps is going to cast long.
Heat metal.
What's the range? Oh yeah.
So
And,
what are you doing?
I'm using heat metal on the captain, on his
will-
armor.
Right. Well, I will be casting Hex on the captain using a level 2 spell slot, and I'll be just checking his dexterity.
Oh, I forgot to forget that. I forgot to put the cast on. And I succeeded, so remove that drop item effect.
Okay. And initiative. As yeah, Goblin 5 and 6 will see all this and be like, they're coming. Merrill. There we go. Alright, so guard number 1. He will chuck the spear at number 4.
Is this the same noble that was being a dick earlier?
It is not.
Damn, otherwise I was gonna say, fuck this, let's just leave him.
Number 2. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. We'll take out his longbow, or not long, take it out, but he will shoot an arrow at guard number 3. What?
Are they facing away from us? Which ones are facing?
Right now,
Are they facing like away from us?
yeah. So 6 and 6, 5, and the captain are facing you guys now. So, yeah. Let's
Okay,
see.
cool. Just curious. I don't think it really matters. I'm just curious.
Number 3 will also shoot at the guard. All right, Meryl. La-dee-da.
So Meryl's going to point his sword at the captain. You'll see a big roaring ball of energy shoot at him. Oops, that isn't what I meant to click. Anyway, so yeah, that So he takes the Eldritch Blast damage and then plus that 1d6 for just landed on a 1. That'll be from head.
Alright. Oops. Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
He will also shoot the bow. Killing that poor little guard. Number 6, he will shoot. No, what is he going to do? Yeah, he will shoot at Vigelin. The captain will chuck his javelin at Vigelin.
He gets a disadvantage on his attack rolls then.
For
His metal or his armor is currently on fire, or well, glowing red. So if he doesn't drop his armor, he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Heat metal, baby.
It's a beautiful thing.
if the creature's holding a word, the object takes damage from it. Okay, so disadvantage.
You rolled higher than before.
As Vigelin gets chucked in the shoulder with a javelin.
Stop throwing those bloody spears at me.
The noble, he's going to cower.
Well, first things first, as a bonus action, I'm going to use heat metal to kind of flare up and cook the goblin captain again. Or, sorry, hobgoblin captain. And then I'm going to try to hit him with guiding bolt.
Wasn't very guided.
Well, you know, misguided bolt just didn't sound quite as fun.
You fools, get that metal thing.
I'm just gonna kind of look around and go, you know, that's a little insulting. I don't tell my friends, hey, the ugly one. No, not that one. The really ugly one. Let's kill him first.
As
No, it's called being civil.
he'll come running up to you, which you would not get an opportunity attack from Vigelin because Vigelin is 30 feet up in the air. And he will stab it or swing at you with his longsword. And miss. The fuck is his AC? Guard number 2 will throw his spear. Goblin 1 will turn around and shoot his bow at Helm. In addition to the crit, you are dazed into the end of your next turn.
Also, a concentration check for heat metal too.
Correct.
Gross.
Nope.
That die looks like it rolled a 17.
It did. At that it did too.
No, it rolled a 7.
Yeah.
But we die rolls.
So yeah, you are dazed into the end of your next turn. Snaps.
Alright, I have 40 feet of movement because long straight air. First things first, I'm going to use my action on this turn to spend a wild shape and activate symbiotic. Next things.
Remember, you are behind that wagon.
Yeah, I moved around. I counted around it at least.
Okie dokie.
We'll use there. That's 30 feet of movement, and then I will bonus action cash.
Shillelagh.
All the setup turn.
Yeah. So, excuse me.
Okay. Gillen will move to about the end of the and cast or channel divinity conquering presence to all the hobgoblins within 30 feet of me, so that's probably all of them, I think.
Within 30 feet?
Yeah.
You're 30 feet in the air.
Well, I said drop down to the ground.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah,
So,
let's-
everyone except for 4 and the captain.
Okay, and that'll be my turn.
Guard number 1. Well, let's see. He doesn't have a spear, so he's going to have to come and get his spear. And he'll pick it up, and that's his turn. What the hell?
He's scared.
He is. So that's just, what is that, like disadvantage or some shit?
Yeah, it's just the frightened condition.
Yeah.
So disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks while the target's in sight.
So let's see if it rolls it automatically. He will try and shoot Magellan. See if it does it automatically or not. It does. He still hits you. Number 3. Same thing. And miss. Meryl. Uh-oh.
Mel?
Yeah, sorry. Still locked on to the captain. Still got a great big shadowy sword pointing at him. He's going to send out another eldritch. And it's going to zip straight past his head.
Oh yeah, I think at the end of their turn they get a chance
Oh,
saving
yeah,
a throw to see if they'll still.
that is true. Can you roll that on number 2 and 3, please?
Number 2 and 3.
Yeah, Hobgoblin 2, Hobgoblin 3, since they already went.
Okay. They still failed.
Still scared of you. Number 4 is not scared. But he will drop his bow, draw his sword, and swing at guard number 1.
They are on fire.
He's going to cut off this guy's arm if he even survives. Nope. He cuts off his arm, and he just bleeds out. Number 6 is going to shoot at Magellan. And if you can do his saving throw, please. He's no longer scared. Captain. Magellan, are you still in the air?
No, he's back on the ground.
Alright, he's going to come up to you.
Okay. Reaction attack.
Yep. Yeah, he, as he's walking, he, like, oh, yeah, he doesn't have a javelin, so yeah, he pulls out his greatsword as he's walking up to you. And swinging. Nobleman's going to poke at his head and be like, "That's right, get him, get him." Helm is still dazed. And no, you are no longer dazed, so you're good on your next turn.
At the beginning of Hobgoblin 5's turn, use my reaction for Halo of...
Halo Spores.
And he takes 2d4 because of Symbiotic Entity.
Halo Spores. What's the range on that? 10 feet?
Yep, it's a 10-foot range.
Alright, so he's going to swing at Senior Helm. Does not trigger the table. If you can roll his saving throw, please.
Yeah, just a second. Yeah, it's no longer.
Guard 2 has to come and get his spear. So let's see, 30 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He gets about there. Picks up the spear that his dead buddy just dropped. Number 1. We'll shoot at him with his bow.
God, did you get better at dodging?
If you can do his saving throw, please. Ooh, excuse me. Snaps.
Alright, cool, so that's activated, that's activated. Sorry, lots of things to think about. I will move right up to this hobgoblin that's in... Actually, no, I won't. I will stay where I am. And I will go ahead and cast Thornwhip, targeting the hobgoblin captain. Wow, 16 misses. Interesting. And that is Snaps' turn.
The Gillen will try and.
How?
Do I, since that was a melee attack, do I get my bonus? Hit him with the blunt side of my glaive.
Does that require you to take the attack action? Is the question.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
attack action.
Yeah, it's a melee spell attack.
Yeah, you basically just touch him and he goes like, ugh.
So yeah, I guess that'll be my turn then.
Let's see, number 2. Where's number 2? he's going to drop the bow and come up to Vigelen with the longsword drawn and swing.
Oh, yeah, I'll wait to get a
Oh, yeah.
reaction.
Yep. Fucking Polearm Master, I should have banned. But you took it before I could say no. So he dies. Great. So he's going to shoot at you with the bow. And saving throw on him, please.
So I was going to point his sword at the captain and shoot another roaring blast at him, and it's going to hit him this time, right in the chest. He takes a good hit to the chest, but still survives.
Number 4. We'll shoot at this dude. Oh, we know he has his longsword drawn, so he's going to come up to him and swing. He will come up to you, so go ahead and attack him.
No, we already
Oh,
ordered
you
just
did your
one reaction
your
a turn.
That's right. Alright, so he's going to swing. And he hits. Captain will do the same. Ha! Puny tiefling. And then, let's see, 30 feet. 10, 15. Come up to helm and swing again. And miss. Get him.
I'm gonna make my mace burst into flames with Searing Smite. And then I'm gonna see if I can hit the captain right in the face. No, I cannot.
He will swing at you.
Beginning of his turn, I'm gonna force him to make a. And he dies.
He stabs himself and dies. He's gonna drop the longsword and pick up his longbow.
Alright, so you can feel free to say no to what I'm about to, but I just want to ask this question. So, Thorn Whip allows you to pull a target closer to you if it hits. Can I forego the damage and basically try to use Thorn Whip to knock him prone?
No.
Alright, cool. No problem. I was just curious. I'll move 15 feet. And then, first things first, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word. And get him back alive, and then I will use my action to go ahead and cast on the captain.
Okay, I'm gonna climb back up, feet, and look at Hobgoblin 6. Tell him, grovel. Oh, come on. Okay.
No. And 3 will shoot at you with his bow.
Aaron's going to swipe his sword in the direction of the captain again, hopefully fire another beam of Eldritch Light, and absolutely fail source.com. Waits all the time for his turn, fucks it up like an idiot.
He's going to drop the longsword and pull out his, or pick up the longbow. 6 will swing at Magellan.
Reaction to force the Hobgoblin captain.
I'm gonna use Guiding Bolt against Hobgoblin Captain.
That looks like he's dead.
That's a ranged spell attack, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So it should have been at disadvantage.
Alright.
Hang on a second. Let me fix his health. Okay.
Damn.
One is going to shoot at Magellan.
Alright. It is now my turn again. My reaction is. First things first, I'm going to use my action to cast Thorn Whip on Hobgoblin. Well, that hits just fine. Add that effect to myself. And then I will use my bonus action to I'll use my bonus action to cry, and then wait.
I'll use my action, use 20 of my lay on hand. Oh, okay. I don't know why I did that.
So touch yourself for 20 HP.
Yeah, and that'll be my turn.
He will shoot at you.
From the outside perspective, that's gotta look weird. Suddenly, someone just starts fondling themselves in the middle of combat.
Yeah, a little bit.
Whoa, why did it do so much damage? Never did do that much before.
Martial advantage. You are within
Oh.
5 feet of a friend of his. And it has been.
If at first you don't succeed, throw another purple flaming ball of hell at them.
There you go.
Right. And just to add insult to injury. He dead.
A little bit.
Reaction for Halo.
Oh shit, that was wrong attack.
I'm going to try to hit Hobgoblin. One second. I'm going to try to hit Hobgoblin 1 with Guiding Bolt.
You poor creatures, Chad.
You just fireballed that man.
What man?
That flaming pile of dust.
Wow, you also. Jesus, okay.
Critical hit. So first I reduced him to ash, and then I nuked the ash.
Alright, so, my reaction is back. Hobgoblin 3, I am going to again cast Thornwind. Wow, 17 misses. That's disgusting. And that's going to be my turn.
The Gillen's just gonna walk up to him, take some sw- Holy shit.
Hang on a second. Yeah, so before you even started walking. Okay. And you attack him. The target critically hits you with a basic attack.
Okay.
So he gets a crit on you.
Well, wait a minute. Hobgoblin 6 is still alive? I thought he was dead.
Nope.
He can't technically reach him with an attack.
Why not?
Because he's 10 feet away.
Oh, he did attack. God. Alright, so. This is gonna. I fucking hate that damn feat you took. Like.
Glaives just have a reach of 10 feet, unfortunately.
All our mastery, that's just broken.
No, polearm mastery is what I fucking hate. Okay, so.
You just hate feats in general, don't you?
And technically he. Whatever. Just fuck it. So he's gonna come up here and.
Alright, so. Why'd that roll? Oh, because I'm dead. Unconscious. I need to get that taken off.
Just wait until he hits level 8 and takes Sentinel, Chad.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start. Never mind. Go ahead. What now? Do it.
were saying. Oh, bloody hell.
Sadness.
Don't forget necrotic damage.
What?
Did you move your hex over though?
No, I forgot
Oh,
to
it's
do it.
hex, yeah.
I'll do it as a bonus action now, but I did actually forget to do it. So I don't get the damage.
All right, he saved.
You got that one as well.
Alright, I'm going to try to hit him with Sacred Flame.
Also, and I'll move up 10 feet, and then I will hit it with my Shillelagh.
Congrats, you destroyed an easy encounter. Dude pops his head out and says, "Took you long enough. Clear the shit out of here so we can go."
So I'm going to go walk up to the noble and ask him if he's alright.
Yeah, fine.
Unfortunately, your guards aren't.
Yeah, just hired help.
Well, care to hire a host to guard you from now?
No, I can't afford you guys.
Well, I guess we'll leave you to die then. Goodbye.
Well, actually, you can't afford me. No one's paying me right
I'll give you 5 gold.
I'll take it.
So enthusiastic that was.
Weren't you just hiring those guards that died?
Yeah, they died.
And now he has a total guard.
I will begin to start putting things back in his caravan and work on getting things ready to go.
Boss, we got a straggler.
What's the hold up?
The Tordal's going to be a guard for that snobbing noble.
Yeah, I don't care about no turtle.
Then let's get going.
Clean up this mess so we can leave.
Do you want some strength checks?
No, it just takes you a little bit of time.
Okay.
So, rest of the day passes uneventfully. It is now nighttime. And, it's starting to get, once it starts, like mid afternoon, the sky starts getting like really dark and ominous.
I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast at the sky. So
No.
take that, sky.
Okay.
Show you who's the more ominous one here.
So yeah, you guys get camped for the night, and it starts drizzling.
Is it regular rain?
Yeah.
Good.
Gillen's just gonna be doing his rounds miserably in the rain.
Meryl's wondering if Warforged's rust.
Nope. Although, out of character, the fact that you had to ask what kind of rain it is, Chad, what the fuck did you do to this poor man in your other campaign? God, man.
You'll just have to play it and find out.
You've not been to Averna.
This is
No,
like a walk.
not yet.
This is like a walk in the park compared to Avernus.
Holy fuck, it is. Avernus is so hard. You literally have to ask questions at everything he says. Otherwise, you're fucked.
So yeah, Vageln, no one's really paying you any attention. They're just kind of huddling down in the rain.
Yay, spell slots.
Yay, XP.
How close are we to next level?
Still a few hundred.
About
700.
650 off.
So yeah, that was day 8. So for the next 1, 2, 3. So for the next 4 days, it rains and pours and like thunder, and it's just disgusting death outside. You guys are trying to travel as best you can, but you only make it about 5 or 6 miles a day.
Is the horse okay?
The horse is okay, yeah. And then on the dawn of the 13th day, you guys all wake up and see this.
Is it mushrooms?
Oh, let's see.
Jesus Christ, Snaps, this is quite the ejaculation.
Snaps, did you lay your staff down in the night?
I don't think I did this.
What did you eat?
I would. We don't defecate mushrooms. That's just me. And I would like to examine the fungi.
How are you going to examine it?
I would
Taste.
like to look at them.
You're just gonna look at them?
Yes. Can I recognize them? Have I seen?
Give me a nature check.
Intelligence is not my strong suit. So.
It they appear to you to be deadly poisonous.
These are poisonous. What color are they? Are they actually these purples?
Yes, they are. And they are all around you. They're all around the caravans. The merchants and horses and everything are completely terrified and refuse to drive through them. Because, like, well, you just said they think they're poisonous.
I want to set them on
Gillen's
fire.
gonna go over to the horse and make sure it's not eating anything
So you're
off
gonna
the ground.
So you're gonna walk through these mushrooms, or these mushrooms.
No, he's gonna wherever the horse is, he's gonna go over to where it is.
The horse is in a patch of mushrooms. Like, these mushrooms are everywhere on the ground around you.
Okay, so yeah, he walks through him to go fetch the horse.
Excellent. So, when you step on the mushroom, it emits a puff of black spores, and it cries in a moan of pain.
I can.
Are they sentient?
Roll a nature check.
Snaps would. Ah, God. Dang it.
I
And survival
would,
doesn't help me here.
I would like to ask Helm if his god would offer me guidance
If he would offer you guidance in what?
in this nature check.
As you guys are talking, these mushrooms start growing in size.
I will gingerly kind of reach over and touch Meryl and cast guidance.
Okay.
So you get a additional D4 on your next check.
Is it coded?
No.
Hang on a second.
You can add that before or after you make the check.
Hang on a second.
I got it.
No, yeah, that's not what I wanted. That's why I said hang on a second.
A 15 anyway, Chad.
It's coded now.
Ooh, thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just had the effects thing, so I was
That's
like,
why,
oh.
that's why I was like, hang on a second. Yeah, so, what were you trying to find? Oh,
I'm trying to find out if they're sentient.
they appear to be.
Can I? There's a problem. Are they saying anything? Do we hear anything?
If you're not walking through them or trying to step on them, nothing. But other people, since this is a crowd of 200, you hear in the distance here and there loud cries of pain coming from the mushrooms.
Are the spores that release, are they poisonous?
Nature check. They are not.
The Gillen will move the horse over to Snaps, and then he's reassured that it's not going to eat anything. Gonna fly up into the air to see if there's how far it goes and if there's any clear paths.
It appears like it is stretching as far as you can see on the path.
So they...
Some of them are the size of like champagne corks. Others are about a foot tall. But they are obviously growing.
So they appear to be sentient, but do they appear to be alive?
They do not.
Does this look like? Snaps' backstory and the Myconoid colonies and that stuff. Does this look familiar to him? Would he had ever seen gestating Myconoids?
They do not appear to be those.
The Gillen will land and then turn to.
As you land, Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Because you land on a bunch of spores, they all scream out in your ears. And you are... You are overcome with feelings of grief and remorse.
Even after a 21?
Seemingly triggered by hearing thousands of tiny cries of pain and death groans.
Oh, that's uncomfortable. Oh,
What?
Jesus.
I'd like to just reach down and touch a mushroom.
It just it puffs up. It does a little cry and it puffs up into a little black smoke, and then below it, the path is clear. So there's looking around, you can see that some of the path is clear because people are walking on them and stuff.
So by touching it, it's just released a path.
So we have to kill them to move through, sadly.
Did it make the same sort of noise as when I touched it as when it was stamped?
Yes.
So either way, they cry out in pain.
Correct.
Okay, I'd like to send an Eldritch Blast hurtling in front.
Constitution saving throw. After you do that.
Oh yeah. Does Vigilin realize that it just came? That feeling is from the plants, like after inhaling that, or does he have to? Doesn't know and have any idea where that came from.
It's just such a horrible, like, because you landed on, you basically killed all these things, and so now it's just bad. Meryl, same thing with you, and Vigilin, it's starting like that feeling of remorse is starting to get overwhelming.
Did it clear a path at all?
It did, but it also now you're also feeling the same effect as Vigilin.
Is it an actual effect, or is it just?
Am I so grief-stricken that I can't even think of stepping on these mushrooms anymore? Or can I still move forward?
You can still move forward. You just feel horrible about yourself.
Okay.
I'm gonna blast some of them with Sacred Flame.
Fire.
Okay.
This is where we need a fireball.
So, wait. Is it the spores, or just... Is it a side effect of the spores that's causing the remorse, or is it literally just the crying?
I don't know.
Alright, well then I'm gonna just blast them with Sacred Flame and just keep just blasting them away from me.
Constitution saving throw. As you're doing this, people looking around at you like, "Stop killing them!" But nothing happens to you.
Who's saying that's?
The other merchants and people like the crowd.
Stop killing what?
Look, you're killing them. Don't you hear that screaming and the crying?
They're not alive. You can't kill what is not alive.
From the mushrooms?
I'm-
Yeah, this is...
I mean, obviously they're alive. You hear them screaming.
This is obviously just some kind of magical plant. Just, we're gonna have to keep moving forward. This goes on for a long ways.
Do we feel like the merchants know what they are and they're not?
Roll insight. You do not know.
I'm going to fire another Eldritch Blast off.
More screaming and crying.
How far does it clear?
Oh, and it clears a nice long path. Like if you're going to destroy them, essentially it's going to take you about 6 hours to do. Like walking, blasting.
Then I'll do that.
Let's
All
get
right.
some oil and some torches. Be the fastest way to do this.
I'm gonna just keep blasting Sacred Flame.
But gonna go to the rear of the convoy to see if there's anyone willing to donate some oil so we can burn our way through.
And what about snaps?
God dang it.
At this point, Meryl's grown accustomed to the screaming and just carry on.
Yeah, looking at these, very snaps would. That's a problem. Picking one. Snaps is going to pick one. Can I actually pick the whole thing up, or does it burst into spores as soon as it's touched?
You can pick it up.
Okay. So it is kind of like a regular mushroom.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I will pick a few of them up and put them onto my back
Okay.
with the other mushrooms, and then I will clear a path, and then I will help clear a path.
Snap's gonna have constant depression from now on.
Snap's Constitution saving throw. You start getting overwhelmed with the grief as well.
So, would any of the merchants be willing to sell us some oil and a tin?
Yeah, they'll toss you some oil. Really, just get this crap out of here so we can continue.
I'm going to start a fire.
Can we have some
Uh,
guards help us? Are we the only ones here doing anything? Come on, get everyone up here.
There's others
I
helping.
will.
Yeah.
I will cast create bonfire just like over and over and over again as we clear a path.
Again, we'll start lining, pouring out the oil in a line so that when he lights it, it'll cause kind of it won't allow them to grow back into the area that's we're clearing out.
Yeah. And I was going to start pouring oil into the bonfire.
Okay.
And then he's going to leg it.
Well, it takes, like I said, it takes about 6 hours, but you finally get the whole path cleared. Well, what you need to get cleared anyways to get out of there.
Bring the cart through. It's clear. I feel awful, but it's clear.
This must have been what those women and children felt as they burnt their husbands and fathers at the stake.
Come, Inquisitor.
So yeah, we get that all situated. And then over the next 3 days, it all goes by uneventfully. And then you finally get to out of the Fields of the Dead into Claw Mountains, and you get right up to the ford because you're crossing over a rushing river, but you get past there okay. And then then you gotta stop and rest. You do see some activity going on, like the long-nosed dude. He's kind of watching you, but not really saying anything.
Snaps. Maybe you should put some of these mushrooms onto a staff and give it to the long-nosed little creep.
Mm-hmm. Hadn't got there yet, but yes.
Do the mushrooms on his back grow as vigorously as they did on the ground?
They have not.
Ah, hoping he'd be covered in.
But you guys, as you sleep and stuff, you guys are having nightmares from doing that.
I'm used to nightmares.
But eventually, the toxin gets out of your system.
Oh, so
I
the
swear
spores
it actually
were
was a
poisonous?
toxin.
It was.
Oh, then I'm safe.
That's why I said nothing happens to you.
Fantastic.
Well, that's why I was asking if the spores themselves were poisonous, because I don't breathe.
I know. That's why. Yeah, I know. I got you. Yeah.
Yay.
So, let's see. We're actually going to call it here because the next encounter is kind of long.
Kind of a big one.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Alright.
we will call it here for the night.
That's a good thing, because I'm fucking
You're always knackered.
It's like what, 3? It's like 3 o'clock your time.
Yeah, that's because I work 12-hour shifts nearly every day. But you know all about that, don't you?
Oh, what?
Driving your big trucker.
That's right.